United versus FCSB, a game that on paper in the past you'd say we'd win easy, but in the last 12 years we've really struggled to beat expectations, so I'm expecting it to be tight. Both teams need to win to get into the top 8. They've actually scored less goals than us in Europe, and that's saying something considering we've struggled for goals like mad this year. So I'm expecting it to be tight. I'm going to go for a 1-0, just get through. We'll be bored out of our minds, but at least we won't have to play those playoffs, get those extra weeks training, and that's what matters, I think.
Hello, it's me, Dave, the London cabbie. Now, I'm not working at the minute because I'm not very well, but I'm hoping to go back to work in February. This Thursday, we take on former European Cup winners Steaua Bucharest. They, of course, beat Terry Venables' Barcelona in the 80s. I'd love to go to Bucharest. I'm well jealous of those that have gone out there because I believe it's a fabulous away trip. I'm predicting a scoreline of Steaua Bucharest 1, the famous Manchester United 2. One love, MUFC.
Back again, Premier prediction at FSB. Armenian side, don't know much about them, but I'm a United fan. I'm going for United win 2-0 or 3-1 win United. Up the win, up the Paddock.
Hey guys, how are we all doing? Europa League game today. Hopefully we can get the win. You know, if we win today, we secure top 8. We'll say maybe a 3-0 win. It'll be tough, not an easy 3-0, but I think we'll struggle to get the first, and when we do, the second and third will come pretty shortly after. Hopefully people like Ahmad and things can get a little rest as well. You know, we've got some Premier League games coming up. At the minute, the Europa League probably is the priority to try and get Champions League football for next season and try and get Ruben a bigger budget so we can get some players in. But yeah, we'll go with 3-0. Thank you.
Hello, Stretford, Paddock. So, my prediction for tonight against FCSB is we're going to struggle, as we always seem to at the moment. I think it's probably going to be a 1-1 draw. I'm obviously hoping for a win, but I'm hoping for a win every week, and that doesn't often happen. Anyway, cheers. I'll see you guys later on TV.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the WatchAlong, FCSB versus Manchester United. What a game, what a moment, what a day. Jay Mott is here. How are you, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm gutted that me and Nath didn't include you in our little group chat plan for what to wear tonight.
I know, yeah, it was the light grey jumper day, wasn't it? And I completely got it wrong. Nathan Ellington here, of course, as well. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I've woken up since Sunday game.
Yes, it was slightly boring, but we got the win. And here's a stat for you.
Go on.
That's going to surprise you, and it might surprise you at home as well. Manchester United have won 4 of their last 5 games.
It's impossible.
That does not feel possible at all, does it?
That's
genuinely true.
I refuse to accept that.
My dad told me that earlier, and I went, no, they haven't, and I instantly Googled it, and they have. Rangers, Fulham, Southampton, Arsenal, and we lost to Brighton in there.
Oh, yeah.
4 of the last 5 we've won. Jay, your thoughts?
They've been, listen, a win is a win, but 3 of those wins have been arguably the most underwhelming wins I've seen as a United fan.
Sure.
The Southampton game was basically Amad Diallo, or Amad won.
Yes.
I felt like, and I don't want to be negative, but I was literally like cringing at Old Trafford as United fans were singing, "You've seen United now, off home," to Southampton fans thinking, have some shame. We've scraped past the worst team in Premier League history.
They've barely seen United.
Yeah,
literally. I don't know if they had seen United. Yeah, it was all Southampton.
I'm not one of those who tries policing the chance, but I was embarrassed by that one. The Rangers game again, it wasn't really much to shout home about. It felt like Rangers grew into the game. We got the win though. I'm happy about that, but not exactly one way you go. That was a game for the ages. And the Fulham game is probably the worst game in the history of the Premier League. But we've got a win. It was, Brighton by Lisandro Martinez and his deflected goal. But other than that, it was so bad. We did a watch along. It was me, McCullough, and Hopper, and it felt like a Louis van Gaal game. Do you know what I mean? Because there was so little happening. So listen, I don't mind. If we scrape wins, if we're stuffy, if it's a bad game, but we get a win. We need wins. We need points. We need to progress in cup competitions. But let's not kid ourselves that this has been a glorious Sir Alex Ferguson-esque stormtrooping
I think that's
win.
why it feels like it can't be true.
Yeah.
Like, we've won 4 of our last 5 games. It doesn't feel possible. And it's exactly because you've said it doesn't feel like we've been good enough to win 4 of our last 5 games. And one of them was against Arsenal, one was against Fulham,
Arsenal
2
one was good,
teams.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all right,
Anyway, there you go. Let's get into the team news for tonight then, obviously. It's the final game of the Europa League group stage. Every single team is playing a game at the same time tonight, like the Champions League last night. 18 concurrent games. Everything to play for. United definitely qualified to the next, or so we will definitely get out of the group stage. However, we can still go through into that kind of qualifying extra round if we finish at 9th or below. So there is still stuff to play for, but thank goodness we can't go out tonight. So here's the team. Bayindir, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Martinez, pretty strong. Malacia, Collier, Mainu and Dalot. Ericsson and Fernandes in behind Rasmus Højlund. You heard the word Christian Eriksen we mentioned over there before, Nathan, and you sort of let out a bit of a yelp. Surprised?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, but to be honest, I wasn't thinking about the side. I was thinking he was going to go with mostly the strongest side to try and, make a statement of some sort and try and just get the best result you can get. But I remember he's going to have to, mix it up a bit, especially in a game where we've already got through, as you said. And you're going to have to give them minutes because we might need to call upon them later on in the season as well. And I know I'm just a bit sad, obviously, of watching United of late. I've been bored. I've been really bored. We've won 4 of the 5, but I've been bored. And I watch football to be enjoying it, to be excited. I don't, as you said, we need to win.
Yeah.
But we have to win and enjoy it, though, surely. We can't win and just, we've won. That's fine, staying up in the Prem, that's all good, but
The only way it's all right to just win and not enjoy it is if you're winning big trophies. Like,
exactly.
I think at times, maybe not, I mean, looking back now, it was probably better than it felt, but I think like Jose Mourinho, that used to be kind of his thing, didn't it? People would say, you don't necessarily enjoy it, but you enjoy winning the trophies. You can't win games and not enjoy it and finish 12th. So I think, but I think for now, just winning games is almost kind of novelty, isn't it? Like, it feels like we've won so few games this season. I'm just happy just to be winning any. Jay, what do you make of that team? Relatively strong, but Ericsson, Collier, Malacia kind of not always in the starting 11.
No, it's probably a little bit more rotated than we expected. I think me and you did a preview where we made a couple of tweaks, but not that many. Obviously, Malacia, Collier and Ericsson and Bayindir are not really first choice. I know Bayindir's been playing in the cup competitions, so he has mixed it up. The issue you've got is it Palace at the weekend?
Yeah,
that's a big game at Old Trafford. The record we've got at Old Trafford in the league, I know we've had those, was it 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6? Did you say wins?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, sorry. But our record at Old Trafford is woeful, and if we lose again at Old Trafford to another team that you should be beating, it's gonna.
Or should we?
In theory, you should be beating Crystal Palace at home. I'm not saying that at the moment.
Right now we're struggling.
Like right now, and Palace have actually got a decent record against us. But let's not kid out. If you look at games at Old Trafford, you go, okay, we've got here's the fixtures: Brighton, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Palace. We should be winning those games. I know we've lost 3 the other ones, but those are games you expect to win. So you can't lose them all. I think you've got to sort of turn it around. So he's probably got one eye on that, because certainly. The big call, or the biggest call, or the two, I should say, Ahmad, sorry. He's dropped the Diallo, I need to get that in my head. Ahmad and Ugarte, because they've been the most consistent performers under Ruben Amorim. So to rest both of those, 'cause he's obviously rested in it, he's not dropped them because of form, is a big call. That's undoubtedly with half an eye on the weekend.
Good thing is though, Collier's getting more game time. I liked what I saw of him. I've always thought, you know what, he can get about the pitch and tackle people, and he'll just pass it simple as well. So when Ugarte's having his rest, having him in there would be good. And I like that we've got a bit of balance. We've got a left-sided player on the left and right-sided player on the right, and then you've got 2 actual number 10s in the 10. Yeah. So in theory, let's see how that actually works out, and let's see if these wing-backs can actually get forward and put balls in, because that's where we're looking for these players who we're buying, isn't it? Like, you got your Dorgu and your other lad who's the young boy.
Leon.
Yeah, they're players who we hope that will be the ones who are bombing up and down and getting balls in and helping the attacking players to get goals. So
yeah, that's a good point. And I think seeing Dalot at right wing back, I know he's been largely poor this season, but I think playing at least not on the left might give him a bit of a boost. Like, he's got his strong foot able to whip those balls in, and his crossing numbers sort of with these links to Dorgu, and I know that deal looks pretty much done, and other players. I sort of had a look at our wing backs' numbers in that position, and he just doesn't get the ball in enough. It's just his crossing completion rate is nowhere near good enough. So hopefully, playing on the right hand side will give him a chance at least to put better quality balls in. I know he should be able to whip up, like smack it with your left foot, but playing on the right hand side, if you're playing those wide touchline crosses, it is easier on your strong foot, obviously. I
just wanted to ask you two. I don't know if me and you've spoken about this job, but Ronnie's always been mentioning about Mainu possibly playing as one of the 10s. He'd like to see that happen. He'd like to see Amorim try it. He thinks that Mainu, if you look at some of his goals in particular, the one against Wolves last season, the one against Liverpool, Old Trafford, in the the FA Cup final, which was a Manchester derby, but he can get in those areas. He can create things. He can score goals. Do you think is that something you'd like to see? Do you think you could see it? Because I don't know. I think it's something that might be worth giving a go to, because I think
he has given that a go.
Has he tried it?
He has. Yeah, it's been something he has done a little bit here and there. I don't know. Yeah, I think the problem is that he wants Bruno in that position, really. Yeah. And then theoretically anyway, he likes a quicker, more winger style. So if Bruno's there, when everyone's fit, Ahmad has to be there.
Yeah. Where is he then? Is he on the right wing back or?
So then, I think Ahmad. I think it's as it's transpired, he's playing Ahmad more and more in the 10 and less at wing back, isn't he? Yeah. So then, if Bruno, who's your captain and let's be honest, our best player, is there, Ahmad is there, then which one of those two is Mainu better than? Right now,
do you think Bruno would have to be in the 10? He could have Bruno as the 8, Mainu.
And again, that's another thing. He's done a little bit of rotating.
I've seen a bit of that.
Dropped in a little bit. So you could try both. I just think the problem is when you take Fernandes out of those forward positions, you lose our best passer in the final third. He's the one who's, I think, when you look at the crossing numbers, and there's a video put out earlier today about Rasmus Højlund and why he's not scoring many goals. Just the sheer volume of crosses. I think Bruno's put in as many crosses as Garnacho, Dalot and Ahmad pretty much combined. Maybe slightly less, but basically he's all the output for Man United. So if you drop him back, Mainu has to kind of mimic those numbers, and I think that's a bit of an unfair thing. So it's hard, isn't it? I think Mainu might be slightly better in that position, maybe.
I do like Mainu and Ugarte though.
Yeah, I do.
I think that's a partnership that does work and can work. Yeah. Moving forward, and we've seen it, haven't we, so far? Not loads, but enough of it this season to think they kind of complement.
Liverpool in particular.
Yeah, that was a good shout. Yeah. They kind of complement each other, don't they? Because Mainu's probably not got quite the pace and legs that can get him around the pitch as much as Ugarte, but then he's got those qualities on the ball that probably a little bit better than Ugarte. So I think that's a pretty good combo if you can get that going for a decent run.
Well, also Mainu hasn't quite got the pace and the legs yet. But United have just hired a 78-year-old fitness
Mara
track and field coach, don't they? Yeah, Mara.
He's going to make him fast.
He's coming in. Well, he's going to look at the mechanics of running. We were chatting about this last night, and genuinely, so for people who didn't see the story, there's a 78-year-old. I mean, I keep mentioning his age, which maybe is slightly ageist. There's an American guy who used to work track and field for the Olympics. Was kind of the coach / mentor for a few people who've won gold medals at the Olympics.
Heptathlon as well.
Heptathlon and decathlon,
big
kind
medals.
of. Yeah, the big stuff, the one where you have to be good at everything. Which maybe is one of the kind of disciplines most similar to football in that it's not just one discipline. So maybe that is actually a bonus. But imagine if you were playing, obviously you did play, to imagine it. When you were playing, Nathan, if the manager, your new manager came in, clearly he's struggling to get to grips with this squad, and he went, not only is my coaching not good enough, we need to go more basic than this. I need to teach you how to run. Would you be offended by that? What would be going through your head if we went, you can't even run properly? Like, what does that say?
But you know what's funny is, I had that. We actually had a sprinting coach come in. Good. And it's just like getting your technique right. But when you play football, you don't like sprint for that long. You just sprint, and then you go into doing something else with the ball, so it's a bit weird. But obviously, you try it out and you see how it works. And for me, I couldn't really tell much difference. Right. All I'm doing is just playing my game and playing football. But some people might have benefited from it, but you don't see people get that much faster. You might if you're doing, like I said, a 100-meter run, you might shave some milliseconds off.
Yeah.
But you're doing football here. Like, I don't know how you can change your technique and running when you've got a ball by your foot.
I suppose, in terms of players like flat out running, the players most likely to do that are the two extremes of the pitch, innit? A defender tracking a centre forward or a winger, and maybe a Hoyland knocking it and going, or a Rashford knocking it and going. Maybe there you could shave a third of a second off over 50 metres. But like you said, how often are you actually sprinting even 30 metres uninterrupted? It's not very often, is it?
It's not a lot, no.
But I guess it's that marginal gains thing, isn't it? If once in every 20 sprints I can get ahead of my man where actually I wouldn't have done otherwise, then it was worth it, I guess. But yeah, it does feel a bit like, let's teach these players how to breathe, how to walk, how to blink. Like, it's a bit fundamental in it. You can't run. But I guess, it's something that's been done for a while. Malacia, Jay.
Yeah.
We're on the sort of left wing back kind of transfer train. Do you think Malacia his days are numbered at United a little bit? The potential loan in January, and then do you see a future?
It does feel a little bit like, for the multitude of reasons. One, the rumours about a potential loan makes me think Amorim's had a look at him and thought, you're not for me. If there wasn't those rumours, I might think he's got a chance of impressing the new manager. But obviously, if that is the case, that he's already looking at moving him on, then he's not doing so, is he? Also, just from what we've seen, he's still getting back to full fitness in it. But I think with Malacia, you always felt he was more of an understudy than a first team player. Everything about him seemed to fit that mould. He was only, was it 12, 40 million quid or something? Which is, it sort of stinks of being a squad player, doesn't it? And I know you can get bargains who end up being first teamers, but it felt like that. And it suited that role in that first season. You remember Luke Shaw had a bit of a stinker against Brentford, I think it was.
Came against Liverpool.
And against Arsenal. And what he lacks in a little bit of pace, whatever, or just sometimes I think he got done by Saka, but his determination got him back. He'd always get back and kept going and played his part in the win against Liverpool, win against Leicester, win against Southampton, and Arsenal went on that little run under Eric Ten Hag just to quieten some of the noise about his sort of early start. Excuse me. But
disgusting.
I know, sorry. But I just feel like with Malacia, it's not quite happening for him.
No.
And I think if the manager's looking at players that he can turn to long term, I don't think Tyrone Malacia is going to be one of them. And it is a shame because there's a lot to like about him. And I feel sorry for him. It's not his fault he got injured. And there was quite a long piece, I think, in The Athletic, sort of detailing his injury. I think he lost someone, I can't remember which family member it is, so I don't want to get it wrong, but he lost a family member that was quite close to him during this time. He had an operation that didn't go as well as it should have. He just had a horrendous 18 months. Like, you won't wish it on anyone, let alone a Manchester United player who's really likeable. And he went through all that, got back to fitness, got back in the squad, has done really well to sort of keep going and not let it get on top of him. But I just feel his future probably lies elsewhere.
Yeah, and also, even if that 18 months hadn't happened, he's not a wing back.
No, that's
He's
true.
not a brilliant technical attacking player. He's, like you said, he's very hard working. What he lacks in kind of natural sort of defensive ability he makes up for with his determination and his work rate, and he'll get done once and he'll spin and he'll go again and he'll recover and all that. But he's never someone that in the final third you think, how's he done that? He's skinned someone and whipped a ball across, or he's gone past 2 or 3 and had a shot. Like, he's not that. I was looking yesterday, and I've looked before as well, but do you know, Bayer Leverkusen obviously last season played a 5 at the back. Grimaldo and Frimpong were their 2 wing backs, and they kind of became hybrid wingers almost, so maybe it's slightly skewed. But I think, excuse me if I get the numbers off by 1 or 2, but Frimpong got somewhere in the region of 12 goals, 12 assists last season. And I think Grimaldo got something like 12 goals and 20 assists. Like, the output on these guys, they're nudging like 60 goal involvements between them. Like, they are tremendous attackers. They are one of the biggest dangers in the squad was these 2 wing backs. You think that's where United need to be.
Exactly.
60 goal involvements between your 2 wing backs. If you're playing a system like this where you've lost a midfield and replaced it with a wing back, essentially is what you're doing, you have to be able to get that goal output, and I just don't see Malacia ever being able to conjure up 15, 20 goals and assists in a season, personally. I think longer term we need players who can do that.
The fact that you've already brought in Leon and Dorgu, who's on the verge of signing, 2 players that are, I think they're left-footed wing-backs, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Dogu can play in multiple positions, but he's a left-footed wing back, which is the position or the role that he's going to be filling for Manchester United. Malacia now, this time next year, he could be third choice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he will be, but that if he stays around, you might have a situation where Dogu and Leon are your first two choices, and then it's Tyrone Malacia, which is obviously just nonsensical. So, listen, I'd love it if he proved us all wrong and smashed it. I just think you've got to be realistic, haven't you? And also, it's that whole thing, innit? Like you were saying, Joe, the comparison with others, and plus, I keep going back to it with a lot of these players. Amorim didn't sign him. He wasn't his player. He wasn't someone he identified and said, you know what, he's my guy. He inherited him, and he's probably not at the levels that he needs.
Probably not quite, which is a shame, isn't it? Got a couple of super chats, which is obviously very good.
Chat, you got to read it out.
Thank you for them. James McAvoy. Oh, it's a good question actually. It says, what time are Newcastle playing tonight, Ethan? They're having a day off tonight. They're having a day off. Every single game we've had that so far, all 8, which is brilliant. Thank you very much for that, James. Not playing tonight because they didn't make it into Europe last season. And we really do need to milk that joke for all we've got, because it's almost certainly going to be the other way around next season.
Yep. Ethan will be saying it to us next season.
Yeah, what time are United playing tonight? And I'll go, Ethan, I'm at home. Leave me alone. And Ethan will be there, swirling his little flag round when they're playing Bodo Glimt in the Europa Conference. Joshua Bowater, I know I'm asking a lot here, but can we just be fun to watch tonight rather than the usual boring shite? Exactly what you said, Nathan. I know I'm being greedy, but let's hope. It's possible, isn't it, Jay? It is possible. Undefeated in the Europa League so far this season.
What were we watching last night?
What?
Was it Bruges?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
that other video?
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Not on camera, not in front of the children.
I can't believe there's so many at once. 18 games, I mean. Sorry, yeah. I don't know what you're thinking. Go on, Jay. Talk to me.
We were watching United. No. We watched about 20 minutes of City versus Bruges before we gave up on the idea that Bruges were going to get a result and watch something else. But there was a spell when Bruges were knocking it about, counter-attacking, and you're like,
look good.
I haven't seen football like this for a while.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be melodramatic. No, United don't play like that. But let's be honest. Me and Steve were chatting the other day on his review, and he was like, how many great United performances have you seen like this season, or when's the last time you saw? And I said Arsenal was a very dogged one, like a good performance. I wouldn't say it was a great performance, but we got a result with 10 men. It was a good one. Anfield again, a good performance. I wouldn't say it was amazing.
That wasn't even great.
I think it was a good performance, because it's difficult to get a point at Anfield, and we should have won it really. But I'm not going to pretend it was an amazing performance. And I think I get it's difficult. I'm not saying every week should be a great performance, but they have been few and far between. And I think even going back to last season, probably the last great performance I saw by United was probably the FA Cup final. I thought that was a great performance. I don't think it was perfect, but what performance is. I think if you look player for player, almost everyone drops a 7 or 8 out of 10.
No, is it like Spurs last year or something? That Spurs game where we really played well. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
That's what I'm saying. You're going to go back to... Do you remember that game against Spurs with Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole scored? Sorry, Beckham and Andy Cole scored.
Casemiro was on it that game as well.
Yeah, Rashford was excellent that game.
This is what I mean, though.
I can't remember that. Like, it was so long ago now. I don't know what the score was.
It's been a while. And listen, I'm not blaming Ruben Amorim because he can only work with what he's got, but we have been lacking a really sort of performance where you go, wow.
Wait a minute. The Rude Van Nistelrooy games. Did we play okay in them games?
We played okay.
I felt like we did well in that cup game, didn't we? We battered Leicester.
We played okay in that game. Again, it was just sort of quite good, I thought. I don't think I wasn't blown away. I was just quite. It was like this is nice. I never thought.
No, yeah, not like my
gosh, when Ollie came in, and it was like back of your
Cardiff,
round corner, roll it in, back post. Some of the goals we scored under Solskjaer in that immediate interim period were unbelievable. Yeah. But again, you look at the talent that was in that team.
Unbelievable.
We don't have the talent in this team now.
No, we don't.
So these next few transfer windows are obviously absolutely crucial.
Yeah, it's I keep saying I don't like being negative, but you got to be realistic, haven't you? You've got to be honest about what we're watching and where we're at.
Yeah.
And the performances haven't been great, and as you pointed out, Joe, the results have been improved, but it's slightly tempered by who would beat during this run. Yes, Arsenal's a good result, but Rangers at home, Fulham's a decent result, but again, our record at Fulham is very good, right. And Southampton amongst those wins, so it's not been sort of all,
it's been
amazing.
I fell asleep 30 minutes in. I was really looking forward to the Fulham game, and I got to like 30 minutes in. I was like, nah, wake me up if there's a goal. I woke up at like 80 minutes. I was like, okay, right. And then Ahmad scored that goal and he was offside. I was like, at least I saw the last 15 minutes. You've missed nothing. That's what he said to me.
The stats at half time were grim reading.
Yeah, it was like no shots to anyone.
Maka said gave me a challenge of talking about him for 3 minutes because it was just nothing. It's just like zeros.
My gosh.
I think it was it Burnley Leeds the other day? After like 85 minutes, neither team had a shot.
Love that.
Just one of the worst games of all time. But yeah, do you know the thing that, and maybe this is just me looking for positives, but the fact that it was so boring, I saw some positives in that.
Yeah.
In that we actually got outplayed by Southampton. Southampton kept the ball, looked dangerous, and did stuff against us. We at least stopped Fulham doing stuff. I know that we couldn't do anything either, which is embarrassing. But the fact that we were getting outplayed by the worst Premier League team ever in Southampton, I'll take a boring game over that. Because I was like, what are we going to do here? If we lose to this Southampton side, I know we won in the end, but we were slightly lucky. I thought, what is this? What is Man United if we get outplayed at home and lose to Southampton?
That would have been disastrous.
Yeah.
Seriously? That would have been like everyone questioning Ruben Amorim. Is he the right guy? Not everyone, but Ineos maybe and people.
No, you just got to look at the players that are available.
You know that, Nate. But I worry with Ineos. Like
I know they could just go.
If they're sat there watching us lose to the worst Premier League team in history, are they going to be like, oh, we made a mistake like we did with Dan Ashworth, whatever? I'm not saying that should happen. Obviously, I love Ruben Amorim. I think he's definitely the right man for the job. But it can be that kind of game, that kind of result that makes people.
You know what? He knows. Amorim knows because he said I love what he's saying. Like he said, look, you just got to look at the profile of our squad. The profile is wrong. Like it doesn't matter how many players. If you look at the name, oh, he's a good player. Oh, he's a good player. But when you look at it, a team needs to be made up of players of different abilities. And we've got too many players of the same abilities. So you could really, Bruno, Eriksen, Mainu, all could go into the Mainu position. And you really want someone else in those 210s. For me, I want someone else. I want someone else in the Malacia Dalot position. Yeah. Someone like the guys you were saying, Frimpong and Grimaldo. Players like that, we need to get in there. They need to be able to do their bits. And we ain't got that. Yeah. That's why I think, the rest of this season, we better just get ready for the same kind of football and the struggling, the tired football, and hopefully we just stay up and we get the chance to bring in new blood because we need new players. As simple as that. Before we start seeing good performances, I don't think it's going to happen.
You're right, and it's weird because United have always had this thing where post Fergie, in theory, we've always had a really good squad. In theory,
yeah, players.
You know what I mean? You look at it and you go, oh, Juan Mata was like Chelsea Player of the Year, back to back, got 33 assists, whatever it was in a season. Wayne Rooney, one of the goats. You know what I mean? Like you go through the squad, there's always been like good players. Paul Pogba, one of the best midfielders in the world. David De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. You know, even more recently, you look at it, you go, Casemiro, 5-time Champions League winner. Rafael Varane, 4-time Champions League winner. There's always been a Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the greatest player of all time. There's always been a quality there, but when you scratch beneath the surface, a lot of these players just passed the best, lost a bit of that edge, playing in a system that's not suited to them, or you know, are not quite what we need. So
that's why Sir Alex Ferguson was so good. He didn't have a team full of star-studded players. He had players who can do the job well, that didn't cost much, and then players who were star-studded in certain areas, they're doing all the hard work for them to go and kill it.
Yeah.
Now we've got what we've had since he's gone is too many players who can go and kill it but can't help you defend, and now we've got the other way around. We've just got. It just looks like a workman team, isn't it? It's like there's not really. I know you've got quality there in certain areas. I know Bruno what he can do, but when you look at it, my mind doesn't start imagining how goals are going to be scored when you look at this side of the starting lineup. I'm looking at Højlund saying, is he going to run in behind and get on the ball and then pass it back, not try and take his man on? Is he going to be fighting with his defender and lose the ball and linking up, just simple textbook link up? Eriksen's going to be tired. Obviously, he can play some good balls. He's going to have a good touch, maybe shoot just wide. You know, Malacia, is he going to get up the wing? Is he going to cross a ball? I don't think so. Dalot, is he going to do it? Yeah. Probably not. You know what I mean? It's just Collier's going to win balls, pass it to Mainu, he's going to get out of trouble, pass it to these other guys, and then there's like no runs in behind. Like, who's going to run anywhere? You just can't imagine anything happening.
No.
I hate to say it, but like I want to see United play well. I want to see good football, but when you look there, you just think, okay, I can't wait till Garnacho and Ahmad come on the pitch.
Yeah.
And Xerxes going to hold it up for us or flick on balls for people to run in beyond. That's it.
It is a worry, isn't it? And that's the thing, I do think, and I say this a lot, but I don't think you're ever as far away as you think. If we make 4 signings or 5 with Dorgu and then 4 in the summer, if 3/4 of those signings are correct, we will be challenging for top 4 next season. Like, it's never as much as you think.
Yeah,
like, look at Tottenham last season. Started the season, 9 wins out of 10, right up there. I think did they finish top 4 or just outside the top 4? Obviously, Europa League in the end. But now look at them struggling to stay in the league, and they've not got way worse. But it's like momentum and confidence. The injuries at the wrong times. If you added 4 players to that Tottenham team last season, people would think they could challenge for the title, let alone be in a relegation battle. So if we get the right 4 players in, a really good maybe right wing back who can actually score goals and get assists, a new number 10, maybe a bit of an older striker who can come in and get you 15, 20 goals consistently, and then another central midfield with more legs, a bit more athletic to replace what Casemiro was doing a couple of years ago, then that can be a team where you go, actually, we've won 7 of the first 9 games and we're pushing for top 4 again. It's never that far off, but they've just got to get it right, haven't they?
I know players like him don't grow on trees, and I think it's 5 years ago to the day or whatever since we signed him. But when Bruno Fernandes came in, you remember we lost to Burnley, didn't we, at home 2-0? Well, I think we were 6 points off top 4 or whatever, and everyone thought Ollie's going to get sacked and this is just a disaster and this team's horrible. And then he came in, all of a sudden Anthony Martial starts scoring, Rashford started scoring, Paul Pogba comes back from injury and has a player alongside him who can also create, it's not all on him. And the whole team just was rejuvenated, went on a 21 game unbeaten run and finished 3rd, and went to a load of semi-finals in the process. Like, I know obviously Bruno is a phenomenal footballer, I'm not saying we're going to go out and get another Bruno Fernandes, but that was one player.
And he didn't cost 100 million
No, 46 million I think it was.
Like, that's what I'm saying, if you get a 50 million, with inflation, let's say we spend 55 million on someone, 60 million, and then you get, and it's a Bruno quality transfer somehow, and then you get a wing back in who actually he's done all right. He's got 6 goals, 6 assists this season. Just something like 100%. At the minute, our fullbacks.
Anything.
That's what I'm saying. Our fullbacks at the minute, other than a speculative 20-yard shot that we saw kind of Martinez score, or we've seen Dalot a couple of times, that kind of goal, I don't see a consistent way that our fullbacks get goals and assists, really. Like, even just that would be a big thing. Like, me and Steve talk about it all the time, about the forwards and how we score goals. You need somewhere in the region of 100 goals in a season to have a really good year. So can you imagine this team getting 100 goals in a season?
50? Maybe 50.
Maybe 50, yeah.
I don't even know about that.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think we got, in the last 3-4 seasons, it's been something like 57 goals, 58 goals, 57 goals.
It's poor,
Like, it's literally consistently in the sort of upper 50s. This season, we're on for even fewer than that. This is Premier League, by the way. We're on for even less than that this season. So we need to almost, not quite double, but basically double our output. That's pretty big. That needs to be spread out across players in every position who can get you goals. So it's going to be a big task. But I do think you get the right 4 players in, and that could be a big difference, definitely. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously.
I think City kind of doing that now, aren't they? They've gone quite big in this window. Trying to get themselves going again, because they've had obviously like the worst one they've been on under Pep, and it seems to have done a little. I know it's not all.
You see the kind of players they're bringing in, though.
Yeah.
Players who can get at you and take you out of the game, and are goal threat. That's what we need to do. Find these players and get them.
Yeah, this is you're spot on, and I think that you've got the thing is it's easy to be negative and downhearted, and I get it because we're all old enough to remember Fergie, and we're all no matter how old you are, you see the likes of Liverpool with their act together. Even Arsenal somewhat have got their act together. City obviously been winning loads over the last 5 or 6 years, whatever it is, or 10 years. It's disheartening, but when you look at the core of United, you've still got some quality there. You look at likes of Ahmad, you look at Mainoo, you look at Bruno, you look at De Ligt and Martinez and Ugarte, and there's a core there. Then you've got some of these younger players that have come. We've got hold of like Cheeto and the other lad, is it Aiden Heaven, we just brought in from Arsenal. I know he's not ready yet, but moving forward, these are players that are so highly regarded that you hope they can play a part next season or the season beyond. So there's a core there to think, okay, it's not a disaster. This isn't a complete shambles of a squad. It just needs a bit of strengthening. It needs goals, like you both have said. You're so right, because I look at it and I look at the bench and I think, Ahmad's got a goal in him. he's not prolific, but he's capable of getting you goals. Garnacho can get a goal. Xerxes can help create, but it's still lacking in it. The whole squad as a whole of goals and an out and out goal scorer as well. There isn't one in that squad.
No, there isn't. Danny Shields, who's been a member for 49 months, says, "When's the next trip to Dublin, lads?" It's been
Great
a while,
question. I think we're going to aim for probably the end of this year, not the season, the year.
Yeah.
I think that we've done it sort of 2 of the last 4 years. We've done it between Christmas and New Year, so it'll probably be around that time this year. It's the end of 2025. We'll get over there. We'll take a few of us over there, and then we'll do another live podcast and stuff. So yeah, we will. We want to go back to Dublin this year, but it's probably going to be the back end of the year.
Yeah. Just looking at this sort of group as a whole.
Yeah.
Unbeaten so far. Again, weirdly. Is it three draws, 4 wins? Like, it's felt awful, and yet somehow we didn't lose to Porto. Do you remember that game where I'm certain we lost that game, but we didn't lose. No,
it was a draw.
3-0. They got 3 back. We were down to 10 men, and Harry Maguire got the equaliser, didn't they? So somehow we're on for one of our best European group stages in the last 10 years, Jay. How's that happened?
Roller coaster.
It made me laugh. My mate, I was in Porto, and my mate refused to celebrate the equaliser because he was that angry.
Wait, you can see why.
He'd had a few, to be fair. It's weird, isn't it? And again, it's like there's so many results in games where you haven't felt positive at the end of the game. Like, even the Porto one, I know we'd had 10 men, but we were 2-0 up at one point. It's not a great, cruising. So that felt a little bit deflating. There was the FC20 game, I think, at Old Trafford, where we were winning and then we drew. A bit of a shambles. I think Ericsson lost the ball, and then there's a bit of a defensive mix-up. That was a poor result, really, to draw at home to 20 when you were winning. And then even the Victoria Pilsen game, we won that one after an error by, was it Onana, and it felt a bit like probably raised more questions than answers. So again, I feel like it's a trait I keep being negative about. Wins, I'm not trying to be, but you be honest, some of these games against teams you've barely heard of haven't been great, have they? As a spectacle. And it's like, I'm not going to be, getting the bunning out because we drew at home to FC20. But here's where we are. We're in, 4th in the table, unbeaten. It's better than, being out of it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you like the Europa League? And we kind of ask this question every time we play, but is it a competition you're interested in? Do you want us to take this seriously and try and win it, or do you think it's a distraction, or it's it doesn't really count for anything?
The more games, the better for me. I want to see United more often, especially as a player. I wanted to play in all the cups, especially if you got European cups. I know we can go on like, it's too small for us, but it's not. No. We're in this position right now, and we want to be happy that we've got Europe, and we've got a chance to push for something in Europe to then get to the Champions League. That's where we're at right now. If we were a big side, I don't even look. What I'm saying is, imagine we get Champions League and we got this side, this squad.
Yeah.
What's the point? Yeah. What's the point? You're gonna get slapped all over the place, and you're gonna be at the bottom of the league, and everyone's gonna be upset. We're not even ready for Champions League. I don't really want to think about Champions League, as funny as it is. I don't want to. I need to think about my team moving step by step forward and getting better, and looking like a football team, looking like they can actually score goals, and just enjoying watching them play. So I'm happy about Europe. I want us to win it, of course. Okay, if that means we get into the Champions League, it means that we got a chance to actually bring players in who know they're in the Champions League. So that's going to help. But in terms of playing the Champions League, before we brought them players in, if we still have this kind of squad, I wouldn't even see us. I don't think we could win it looking good. I think we're going to win it scraping through if we do win it. I don't think we will, but if we do, it would be probably scraping through with this squad we've got now. Yeah. Because the last few games, that's where it gets tough. They're the better teams that come semi-finals, finals, even quarters. It's gonna be tough. But yeah, like I say, I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. I'm not this guy who puts my nose up to Europa. We've been in Champions League. We have been blessed with so many years of our lives just seeing us win. It's like Man City days now, isn't it? That's what they're living. We used to live that, and we can't turn our nose up at the lower cups and stuff. Yeah,
and also, we've only won, what is it? 3, I know you'll say the Cup Winners' Cup, so maybe 4. But what is it? 3 European kind of trophies in the last 60 years.
Wow.
What do you mean? The European Cup, Champions League?
The Champions League twice and the Europa League once.
Oh, right, sorry.
Since 68, so not quite 60 years, but since 68, we've won 3 kind of the big European trophies. So it's not like we're used to seeing. We're not Real Madrid. Yeah, no. we it's not like, if it's not one of our regular Champions Leagues, I don't want it. Like, I'll take another European trophy. Like I think it's the area as a club that we're slightly we've underperformed in, really. Under Sir Alex, we should have won more than 2 Champions Leagues, I would say, and I think a lot of people would say that he probably, there was a couple of years in there where we probably should have won it and didn't. So it's not like I'm bored of watching us win European trophies by any means. It's actually quite rare, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. No, it is. Of course, it is. You're right. And to win 2 Champions Leagues when you've won 13 Premier Leagues it's almost disappointing. I think you're a bit unlucky. I mean, I can go through several, but you go back to 2004 against Porto, the Scholesy goal. I'm still not over that one. The 2010 against Bayern Munich was at Old Trafford. There's been 1 or 2 games where you look back, you go, that was a season where we could have won it. And then you come up against that Barcelona team as well.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that.
And with Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi, and Eto'o, too good. Villa, and all them lot, and you're like, God's sake, this is a generational team, and we're up against them. As we're ever so slightly declining a little bit from our peak. It is just horrible.
What was that team that we played when Nani was having a game? We needed to win it. Nani was having a really good game and he got sent out.
Real Madrid.
That was 2013.
That would have been the worst decision I've ever seen if it wasn't for the Scholesy goal that was given offside against Porto. Yeah. That was even worse, even though the Nani one was egregious.
We would have won it in 2004.
Oh, 100%.
We would have beat them.
If you watch that goal as well, it's a horrible decision.
Yeah, it is. It is awful.
But you're right, we would have, you're right.
He's on by probably that far.
Yeah.
Not even joking. It's not. It is a full... proper yard onside.
I don't know what the linesman's thinking.
It's absolutely atrocious.
Obviously no VAR.
And what do you think about this VAR decision for against Ahmad? Like, that is so close. What happened to the new rule of this year being daylight again?
I don't. I mean, I think it was one of those things in it where it did seem like they kind of measured from Ahmad's arm
where he can be onside from,
But I don't know. I
should be onside, man. I would have thought if the bodies are there and you can see the bodies between each other, should be onside, man.
Yeah, but they need to get those semi-automated ones in. That's what they were going to do. That was meant to come in
daylight, right?
That was meant to come in at Christmas, but they've pushed it back.
Yeah,
but I think it's not daylight. It's like any part is over, but it's done by a computer, so there's no argument.
It's almost like Hawkeye kind of thing.
It looks like
that'd be good, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's
that'd be great. Because Hawkeye's sick. It comes quickly.
It's way quicker, and you can't argue it. Even if it's a millimetre, there's been some I've seen where you're like, if his toe is bent backwards a little bit, he's offside. But
if he's offside, he's offside. I get it.
Whereas it's someone drawing a thing from an overhead shot that's like
and his arms there and his body's here. And he's like, wait a minute, but his shoulders ahead of his shoulder.
Offside, onside. Like the line on the arm doesn't even make any sense.
I'm not going to lie to you, right? I watched that Garnacho one against Arsenal. I looked at that for about 3 hours one night. I was obsessed with it. Honestly, I lost the plot.
Imagine being your girlfriend that night, man.
Lost my head. Fully lost it.
Which one?
Where we lost it at the Emirates on the Ten Hag.
Yeah.
And Garnacho, he would have scored to put us 2-1 up. I think we lost 3-1 in the end.
Yeah, we did.
But that would have made it 2-1, and it was given offside. And I swear to God, you can't tell. And I don't care what anyone says. You cannot. It could go either way. It's guesswork. There's no way on God's earth you can tell me that is definitively offside or onside. I don't think you can tell. No. I think it's impossible. It's literally like they're in line with each other, but like it's got to be one way or the other. I just feel like it's an impossibility, and they've got to give it to, you know what I mean? They've decided it's offside because I honestly I became obsessed with it. I was like, I can't, and you just couldn't tell. Now, undoubtedly, you'll speak to commentary City fans who say the same thing about what happened at Wembley.
Yeah,
you get it, like either way. But I've never been a fan of VAR. I just think it, for me, and Joe, you're one of the worst for it.
Don't you like VAR?
No, because he does it all the time, and I feel for him. He doesn't celebrate goals sometimes because he's waiting for VAR, and I'm not having to dig at him because we've all done it. But he'll say it all the time. I'll go, nah, I think there's an offside there. And not, sometimes he's right, other times he's not. Yeah. And it kills you. My pal, when we beat Liverpool, Old Trafford in 4-3. When Rashford scored, he didn't celebrate because he said McTominay's handballed it in the build-up. There'll be a VAR call there.
That's what's annoying because it ruins the celebration.
Because I'm bouncing around going berserk like everyone else. And my mate was just like,
let's wait.
What's up with you?
Yes.
And he's like, this will be offside. This will be an handball on McTominay. He definitely touched his hand. And then we were giving him pelters then after that because it wasn't, and he got a bit aggy. But it ruins it. I remember when one of the first games we beat Chelsea 4-0, and there was a goal. I think it was either Rashford or Martial. I think it was Rashford. I think it was Rashford scored the third ball over the top. He's on it where he scored, and I remember celebrating but holding back a little bit because I had it in my head like, was he offside then? Do you know what I mean? Like,
so, which part are you not liking then? You're not like you do like the offside, right? The fact that
if
offside
it's automated, I can live with it. I don't like this drawing lines on a computer. Do you know what I hate? I hate the time it takes, and I hate the fact now we're in this position where if it was up to me, I'd just get rid of it altogether.
You don't mind goal line technology, that's fine.
That Hawkeye's different, isn't it?
That's fine.
Because Hawkeye as well,
on and off,
it's
goal
instant. The guy gets
Lampard.
The referee. I was at that
in
Bloemfontein. Yeah, he gets a thing on his arm done in the ref, so it's instantaneous.
Yeah, it's a goal. Yeah,
You've been. It doesn't matter whether you're at the game or not, right? You can be here or at the game, but I think sometimes at the game it's worse because you don't even know what's going on. I always think back to the Rodri penalty with Højlund.
Yeah.
The Manchester derby. The game's going on. Played for another minute, and all of a sudden it stopped for a VAR check. No one knew what was going on, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's on the phones then, looking, what are we looking for? What's going on? Do you know, trying to find out, going on Twitter, what's people saying? Because like, the commentators picked up on it. And then you've got basically a situation, you've got all these thousands of people at Old Trafford looking on the phone, thankfully we have Wi-Fi, going like, trying to work out if this is a foul on Rodri by Højlund. Yeah. And also, you look at that foul, you see a million of them every weekend. There was never nothing in it. But I just think it kills the game. It's killed. Like, what are we doing here? So we stood here for 5 minutes on our phones looking at decisions.
Yeah, that's annoying. It takes
while they try and
long.
find something to give you a penalty, give City a penalty. I'm not just being bitter because it's City, but like we've seen it with United.
Ridiculous.
We've just seen a stat on TNT
That's
about
shocking,
Rasmus Højlund's touches in the opposition box. He's had 33 this season in comparison to Mo Salah, who's had 248. I think Haaland was second with, was it 133?
They're all in the hundreds.
They're all in the hundreds, yeah. I mean, Salah's well ahead of everyone else, but yeah, Højlund is sort of 100 touches behind the likes of Haaland and players like that. And I do think, obviously, a lot of that is, when we literally put a video out about this today, I think a lot of that is down to his movement and space, and we spoke about this during the last game, didn't we? But I also do think the players around him aren't very good at putting the ball in.
No, they're not.
Our Bruno can do it, Eriksen can do it, so we might see a bit more from him tonight. But like Rashford and Garnacho, their assist numbers and their creativity generally they're not that kind of player, which is, you know, sometimes you can be something else, so that's okay. But they're not. Dalot isn't that kind of player. Malacia isn't. Like Anthony wasn't. We just haven't got the sort of player to feed a striker like Højlund. So I do feel sorry for him, and I think that's another. And if you put him in another team, he would definitely get more chances, more goals, more confidence.
He would,
But he has to work, because it's obviously, like with all these things, it's never just one thing, is it? It's never all Højlund or all the teammates. But I do feel sorry that he's a 20-year-old kid when he arrived, 21 years old now, and he was bought and immediately told, you're Man United's new number 9. Ridiculous. Even though you've never been sort of the leading number 9 anywhere, and your best season is 12 goals in all comps in Serie A. That was a ludicrous thing to do by Man United, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Get him and chuck him up front for us. You know.
I wonder who's actually coaching him now, because what I see him doing a lot, is I'm looking at the little details now of why he's losing the ball when he gets on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I see he's so using his left foot, but he shows the player who's defending, like, you're there.
Yeah.
He'll use his left foot and control the ball right in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, but when you're controlling the ball, just put it on the other foot.
Yeah.
The guy can't get to you. Then you can turn him and sprint and use your pace.
Yeah.
And I've seen him like getting behind with a nice run. He's one-on-one with the defender. Why is he not getting at him?
Yeah.
Why is he going, slow down, there you go, pass it to someone. That's your game.
Yeah.
Surely you can wiggle a shot off. Like, once you get in and around 30 yards and you're running at the defender, just like drop a shoulder, go to the right and shoot. Or go to the right, fake, go onto your left and shoot.
Do you think he knows how to do that? Is it possible? Is it possible that he doesn't?
Maybe he doesn't, because he isn't doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done it a couple of times. I remember saying this the season he came.
Yeah.
And right towards the end of the season, he scored a goal at Old Trafford.
The one from the edge of the box?
Where he got it, pushed it and then hit it.
Yeah.
And I was like, finally, you actually can do it.
West Ham one? Or?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been West Ham, it might have been. But towards the end of the season, a few games before the end.
It won't be West Ham,
and he just moved it. And was it Villa? Did he not score against Villa that game?
I know we beat Villa, didn't we?
Potentially. It's West Ham colours, in it?
Well, anyway.
West Ham was a bit earlier, I think. He only had that purple patch, the West Ham game.
He had a little patch where he actually done a few things that I thought, you actually can do it, lad. Just do it. Run at your guy. Like, I thought that's what it was about, pace. With the ball as well. He did score some good goals against, was it, in Europa last year, where he got it halfway line?
Galatasaray
ran all the way, dinked the
Champions
keeper.
League.
Yeah. Like, when you get one, that should be your game as a forward.
You're right. And there's times when I look at him and he can be a little bit frustrating. I don't think it's all about the service. I think that there's got to be a little bit of responsibility for the player. And you're right, Joe. Look, he scored, 12 goals in his last season in Serie A. But he scored 16 goals for Manchester United last season. He's not a bad footballer. No. And he knows, what he's got to do.
He's good at finishing off the end bit, right at the end bit. So if you can put a ball... that's what we need. That's why...
Sometimes, though, I wonder what the setup is and what the instructions are, because... Like, you'll see it sometimes where, like... I know it was under Tanai, but like the Liverpool game, Højlund's all over the pitch. He's everywhere except the opposition area. Xerxes comes on, and straight away, I mean, all right, he missed it, but he gets 2 chances on the edge of the 6-yard box. Yeah. And you think, why hasn't Højlund been there all game? Why is Xerxes suddenly there within 5 minutes and Højlund wasn't? So I don't know, is that...
There's no way it's cold to not be in the box.
So what's going on there? What's the... Do you know what I mean?
Mindset. That's what I mean. You got to have a coach, a striker coach, who knows where you got to be when the ball's in certain areas of the pitch. The only problem is, like you were saying,
he's managing Leicester right now.
Not only that, but we don't have players that actually put the ball in the right areas. Well, we saw it in the Liverpool game, didn't we? Where I was like, wait a minute, Dalot, you're trying to take on Trent. You're putting the ball in as well. What's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, you don't do that.
We were shocked by the fact that
all we need is to play against the worst version of Trent Alexander-Arnold every week.
It's crazy.
And we'll be all right, because I honestly thought that was like we'd turned the corner here, and I think it wasn't necessarily. It was just that Trent had the worst game of his career.
But it literally was that though, where Dalot went past him, and we like gasped, because sometimes you don't realise until you see something that you haven't been seeing it.
Yeah.
Like I realised I don't remember the last time Dalot did that.
That was the game.
A man and smacked it across, and it was brilliant.
And it was a good ball, left foot.
Yeah,
perfect.
And it was Dalot's. It was Ahmad's goal, wasn't it?
The one before where he went just a bit too fast as well.
But I just that's the sort of thing where, obviously, if you put Haaland up front for Man United, he would get goals, and probably what would happen is his teammates would pass to him more because they believe he'd score. So, but if you just gave Haaland the chances that Højlund has had this season, or put the balls in, he wouldn't have 40 goals. He might have 15, 20. I'm not saying he's a much better player than Højlund is, but he wouldn't be the Haaland that he is at Man City. He just wouldn't. We don't create chances for our players very well.
It's mad as well, because like the Garnacho and Højlund relationship seems to be non-existent, doesn't it? There's no sort of linking up them.
They almost look like they don't like each other.
I don't think they do. I think if you look at it on the pitch, you see Højlund the other week, was it against Rangers where he booted the post?
Yeah. After
Garnacho missed, or Southampton, I can't remember which game it was, Old Trafford. Garnacho missed a bit of a sitter that Højlund had set him up for.
Yeah.
And he went berserk. Yeah. Højlund, I get he was frustrated, but it wasn't like, I couldn't imagine like Xerxes or Rashford, or not Rashford plays anymore, but you know what I mean? Like that reaction was like a bit. It felt like there was more to it than just I've passed you the ball and you've missed the chance.
It's weeks and weeks of not getting the ball.
Do you know what I mean? It felt like there was a lot of frustration there being vented. And was it you, Joe, who told me a stat like they've played 60 odd times together and they've combined to each other like 4 times or something for goals?
One time.
Ridiculous.
One time?
I believe. No, 2 times.
2 times.
In every single game that Garnacho and Højlund have played together. And this, I saw this stat on Twitter. And
so it must be true.
So it must be true. They've only assisted each other twice. Once was that game you're talking about, where Højlund closed the keeper down, won the ball, it basically stopped a yard out, and Garnacho comes in and puts it in. Right. That was the assist. And the other one was, I think, Garnacho with a cross that wasn't meant for Højlund that he ended up getting on the end of and scoring. That's it. And if that stat's wrong, please do correct me, because I don't want to be, sharing this and kind of
Joe, it might be 3.
Yeah, exactly. But you think, like, you look at some of these players, and you'll have these like what's his name, Son and Kane in a season. They've assisted each other 14 times, Premier League record, and it'd be like Salah and whoever, Mane or whatever, and it'd be like 10 times. And then in 50 odd games, they've assisted each other twice. That cannot happen. It can't, can it? When they're two of your three attackers. That is absolutely wild.
Like you and Jason Roberts? Was that like one between you in about 60 games?
Seriously, we had
one a game.
We had maybe one goal and assist per game between us in like 65 games or something like that.
Mental, that.
So,
do you know what I mean? But we're looking at.
Have you got like a DVD of that season?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it? Or can you rip me a version?
Yeah.
I'd love to watch that.
It's
I
mad,
genuinely would, yeah.
It's class.
Just one of the great seasons ever, that.
Do you know what I mean?
So good.
Mate, that was serious.
But this is what I mean. We're at the opposite of this now, where we have there's not. And listen, they don't have to be completely in tune with each other, but to not be creating anything between two of your main attackers, I should say, because Garnacho's not strong, is woeful. It really is. And it's like Ahmad's come in and he's kind of done his own thing, and he's assisted some goals and he's got some goals, which is great. But it doesn't feel like there's much of a connect there as well. It doesn't feel like now Ahmad's come in and slotted in alongside anyone. It's just kind of he's been able to get on the end of a few things and create a couple of things himself.
Yeah. That's a little bit reason why the fact that when we're saying that Garnacho might be sold, I like Garnacho. I like that he's got some work to do to get to a certain level that he needs to get to. But at the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm going, if we can get that amount of money, 60, 70 million, can we find someone that's going to fit this formation better as well and actually have better output in numbers? We just need players that can do bits in the final third. You have to be able to do the main things. Our difference makers should be difference makers. Rashford was a difference maker. He's no longer anywhere to be seen. Ahmad's the only Ahmad and Garnacho are our difference makers at the moment. And Bruno, sorry, I should put him in. He is a goal scoring machine, and he is assist king as well. When against anyone else in the league, he's still got the numbers up there, so I can give him that. But we just need wing backs. That's why I keep thinking, like, please just steal Frimpong. Well, he won't come here, but
But yeah, someone, because when Leverkusen got him, did they get him straight from City? I think they did.
I think he went to Celtic first.
Oh, Celtic. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. So, but when they got him, that's what we can be doing.
Exactly.
Like get the 22, 23-year-old or 21-year-old version, rather than what is he now, 24, 25.
I think that's what we are doing a little bit with Dorgy.
I'm hoping
to.
Even younger with Leon. He's 17, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
and it has to be a combination of both. Because
I agree.
You don't win things. By the way, phenomenal looking stadium. We were looking at this yesterday, weren't we, Jay? Yeah. So I think it's 55,000. Not that. Why wouldn't there be a great stadium in Rome? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but a team that isn't usually challenging consistently in the European stage. Hell of a stadium, good looking. I think, like I said, 55,000 seats.
It's looking like a Rite away, this, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Looking at him, we was
Your
looking
mate's
FaceTime, didn't it? His little
country?
spa, Romania. Right. And like everyone who spoke to the Reds out there having a good time. Yeah. The stadium
Bucharest is meant to be a phenomenal city as well.
We should have got on it somewhere.
Yeah, we should have really. But yeah, looks like a great looking stadium. Let's get some score predictions. We've got 2 minutes till kick off. Everyone get your score predictions in the comments. Your score line, scorers, please, not goal line. Dan C says 3-0 United for me. Chicken Tonight says, Joe, you missed the Cup Winners' Cup. I did allude to it, and not to diss it, but obviously it doesn't exist anymore, and also
I get your point. It's not the same as the Champions League.
Yeah.
Even though it's better. I do understand what you're saying. It's not the same.
Of course.
It's the Cup Winners' Cup, not the European Cup. It was for the better teams that couldn't be bothered winning leagues and that.
But even at that, so is it just the 4 European trophies 5 European trophies that United have won then?
In our history.
3
Unless
European
you want
Cup,
to
Champions League,
go full City or Scouts and count the Super Cup.
Europa.
So 1 second. We played Karabag this season, didn't we?
I don't know if it
was this year.
We've played them in recent seasons,
It's a grey area.
Was it? No. I'm just looking
no one
at
really knows.
Yeah, they're called Bag for Life, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, they had to change because carrier bag had no negative connotation. Bad for the environment.
Really?
No. Let me get through some more of these score predictions. Have a think of your score predictions.
I should have known.
Jack Daniel says FCSB 1, Manchester United 1. Dan United, which is nice. 84-3 to United.
Bloody hell.
He's
Isn't it?
thrown
So
the
it's not
8 in there by
basketball.
accident.
Maybe,
Not
maybe,
NBA.
maybe meant 4-3.
Do you remember like when you used to go, or WatchAlong at United, you know, maybe the last game of the group stages, United are already through.
Yeah,
We
long
just
time.
getting the resis and run out. Do you know what I mean? I remember that. I'd be like,
And they still win big time.
I remember there was one
1-0.
game, I think it was FC Cluj, I think it might have been. It was freezing. There was hardly anyone at Old Trafford. It was we were already through, playing a load of children. And you're like, just take it for granted that you just, you know what I mean, knockout stage of the Champions League as standard. And now it's like, we need to win this to avoid an extra game in the Europa.
It is stupid, isn't it? Joe Rothwell should be playing tonight. That's what I say.
It's that horrible thing of being old enough to remember the good times.
I know. David,
But still young enough to be living through the bad.
living through the hell. Yeah, why couldn't we have died when Fergie
Exactly,
retired?
we could have
That
died in
would've been the dream,
2013.
wouldn't it?
That'd have been perfect.
Imagine, yeah,
They'd
I'd love
done
that.
all
Just
right.
being 90
Final
years
whistle
old.
against Villa, done.
See you later.
FCSB are 8th, right? They're only 2 points behind us.
Yeah.
They've got 4 wins, the same as us.
Well, here we go. Look, Ethan. Look at this. Look,
Ethan, he's on it.
Ethan with his big live updating graphic. Now he
Magnifying
has.
glass.
What I will say is, and this isn't to diss him. This is just for full
Sounds
transparency.
like a diss to me already.
I haven't even said it yet. So how would you know?
It's just the way you start that sentence.
He has.
This isn't to diss him. You don't say that unless there's got to be something slightly negative you're going to say here. You don't just say something.
Go on,
without
go on,
that
go on, go on.
Sort of, you know, disclaimer, unless there's a bit of a criticism.
You never find out if you don't stop bloody talking. He has outsourced the data somewhat, which I think is fine, because the idea of him updating the goal difference, plus minuses,
that'd be
points,
killer.
things for 18 concurrent games, one human is almost impossible. So this is a table that will update live, so we can see here as we kick off. Score prediction, Jay, quickly.
I said 2-2 before the game. Looking
you
at
did.
that team, I'll stick to my prediction.
Thoughts, Nathan?
It's kind of pretty good score. I think 2-1. Not sure who to, but I think it's 2-1. Whatever it's going to be, whoever is going to win it, I'm going to go with 2-1.
Winning 2-1. Yeah, I'm going to say
Yeah, we'll win it 2-1 then.
they're pressing high. I'm going to say 1-1. We're not very good against a team that press us. Whether they can keep it up or not, I know it's 30 seconds in, but if that's an indication of how they're going to play, I think maybe 1-1. You can see the league table is so United we can't see the key at the top, the little thing, but oh, there you go. We can now. So you see there. Actually, that was updated an hour and 30 minutes ago, but I guess it doesn't matter right now because there's only 2 minutes played. 19 points there. United on 15 after 7 games. Galatasaray on 13. So a draw with our goal difference will almost certainly keep us in the top 8. It is possible if Bodo Glimt have a big win and Galatasaray have a big win, we could drop out. But that would also mean that all those other teams like Lyon, Tottenham, Anderlecht, FCSB would all have to get above us as well. So what I'm saying is, it's almost certain that a draw would get us through straight to the next round. A loss, again, we're still probably looking pretty good, but a loss could put us back down into the
unbeaten running Europe record, do we? I hope.
And a win, obviously, it's safe. So there you
Is it possible to get a little bit of volume, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you at the barbers, isn't it? So is there any way you get a bit of volume on that?
I take it back as well. You didn't criticise Ethan at all because him outsourcing the data is not a criticism.
No, I know exactly. Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
No.
Like,
And
and he did.
He's kicking back up,
Right.
piping up. So there's the FCSB team. They do have. Oh no, they don't. That's not that's us. They do have. What's his name now? Who used to play for Tottenham? Vlad Kirikes.
Oh right.
Do you not remember him?
I probably
Centre
see him.
back.
I don't remember.
He's one of those people who.
When was
Speaking of, can you put a bit of volume up? I couldn't tell you what he asked for at the barbers.
Right,
It's very
okay.
much kind of.
Is it a bit of everything?
No, it's just sort of like a bit of nothing.
Oh right. Okay.
Like this was what he used to play for Tottenham. Like this was his hair at Tottenham. You know, just one of them cuts where you're just like, what does he ask for? Just sort of make it a bit small.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Not the best.
There's
is
like
it?
Kirikes
I'm not,
and
you
his
know,
sort of
not
nondescript
in a position to
haircut.
criticise hair.
No, of course, and
But-
I'm not dissing him. Well, actually, say that, Jay. He's on your team now.
Good lad. He's seen the light.
Yes.
For the best.
What team's that?
The bald team.
Oh.
What team?
Get it.
Eccles and Weast 11. We play every Sunday. Get yourself down there.
Speaking of, you said you took a bit of a metaphorical backward step with the old Achilles. For those who don't remember, what did you completely sort of...
Ruptured my Achilles, yeah.
When was this now?
Not good. Back in September.
So we're looking
September? Was it before September?
3 months ago?
No, it's been a while ago.
4
More than
months.
that. I mean, it wasn't September then, was it? It was before that. August.
Blimey.
August. Late August.
One of the big injuries, that, innit?
Massive
One of the
injury,
worst
yeah.
ones, yeah.
Completely torn, I believe. Either that or it was hanging on by a thread. And I was 9 weeks without moving it.
Jesus.
I've been getting back into working on it, and I've just been given like some heel raises to do like on a step. And I started doing first day, and then I started walking later on in the day, and I just felt.
Don't make that noise and do that hand gesture. More like it's all like slippy
a burning feeling in my
G-strings.
yeah. I've got a burning feeling in my Achilles now, and it's thick. It's like that thick,
So-
and now you know how you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
feel it. It's like this, a normal
Yeah.
one, but imagine 3 of those.
It's like this.
Yeah, not that big. But yeah,
Oof.
it's feeling painful and
Rough
sore.
stuff, that, innit?
For the whole week so far, it's been sore. So I have
It's
to lay
mad,
off
isn't
it.
You never had any injuries like that when you were playing, and then were you stepping backwards over some? What did you have?
Stepping backwards to then take a volley because a cross came in from a corner and it came right to me on the edge of the box. I was like, I'm gonna smash this in, and I chested it in the air and I took a step back. Ah! Who the hell? I was just doing training with the Wivenshaw under 21s, and man, I thought someone 2-footed me from behind.
Oh, mate.
And it wasn't the best. I turned around, looked around, no one near me. And everyone said they could hear the...
Oh, mate.
Really?
Yeah, they could hear the snap.
Just the bungee cord going.
You know, like when you get elastic band and you're trying to flick it at people.
Yeah.
And then you imagine you pull it back and it just snaps on your hand. It just hurt your hands. That's the kind of feeling I had.
Jesus. What would you say so far, Joe? First 5 minutes?
Not much happening, to be honest with you. They were pressing quite high up first couple of minutes, but just getting on the ball last minute or so.
Yeah.
There's not anything to report so far.
Same old stuff, isn't it? Like getting out the back and trying to keep him moving a bit. And then that's really it at the moment. And trying to find Hoyland who runs through on his own.
Keep it.
It's all left foot, isn't it?
Hold on.
All left foot. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Managed to keep it in the end.
Never
Isolated.
felt too confident that he would, but he did.
Man on. Thank you.
See, I think what we need to do, when you've talked before about having players who fit the system, we need to play to people's strengths a bit more. Like today,
Yeah.
one thing that this 11 is lacking is pace.
Yeah.
Like top to bottom, it's not very quick.
Yeah.
Dallo can put a shift in a little bit. Collie has got energy, but he's not. No one in that team is going to win a 100-metre race against pretty much anyone. But if we can keep the ball in this area more consistently, you don't need pace as much. And Eriksen's first time passing and his ability to find pockets, like if we can make 50% of the game in their third, the pace issue is irrelevant. It's when it's that constant back and forth, you have a go, we have a go, where you see Eriksen trying to hold on to someone. So like today, what I want to see is play to the strengths of this team, keep the ball, keep it high up, and allow the good touches and the good technical players that we've got to actually expose them. Because if we get into a basketball game, we're going to lose because we don't have the players for that whatsoever. And so far, at least, we are holding the ball quite up, which is quite good.
We've got players trying to make runs anyway.
Yeah,
I notice, when teams do that, back, you're right there putting against the bus. What do you call it? Parking a bus.
Yeah.
The teams that are really able to break them down are the teams that get overlappers. You get the ball, the player starts running at the fullback, and then our fullback overlaps, and you just slide him in and cross it in.
Yeah. Or
Or you slide him in and he dribbles into the box and tries to find someone with a sweaty, you call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why can't we do that?
I don't know.
It's like we never do that.
The runs off the ball are just...
It's easy enough, these guys can do that. That's a foul.
Ooh, it
That's
is.
a
It might be
yellow.
a booking as well.
Yellow card from Malacia, I think, is that?
Yeah,
Just half a step slow there, wasn't he?
he's still not got back to the sharpness that he was.
He could do without being on a yellow card for 85 minutes, couldn't he?
I know. It's early
You know
doors,
what I mean?
mate.
Like-
Too early.
Yeah.
Far too early.
Yeah, that's not the one.
And it is as well.
And that's as yellow as you're going to get all day long.
Yeah.
There's no disputing that one.
Nowhere near the ball. Well, I say nowhere near the ball. Comfortably misses the ball. Gets a little stud on the top of the ankle. Yep.
Gonna take a long time to get back to sharpness, lad. especially not playing every week. He needs to go on loan. For me, I want him to go on loan and play week in, week out somewhere. See if he can get back to a level where he can be an understudy for people.
I almost feel, again, I'll repeat myself, hope I'm wrong, but I almost feel even if he went on loan and he did well, I think he'd be done. Do you know what I mean? Like,
at least for himself, though, to be back to his
I hear that,
best,
and I want him to succeed. I love him to succeed at United. I just wonder whether it's like one of those where even if he goes on loan to say, let's say, just for sake of argument, I know it's not going to happen, but he went back to Feyenoord. It was Feyenoord he came from, wasn't it? Like, and then did really well. He'd end up going there permanently, or do you know what I mean? Rather than coming back to United on a permanent, but coming back to United and playing. I don't know, but listen, you know, he's still got an opportunity to force his way into contention. You never know. It's not that long ago. Ahmad got an injury before he was going to go out on loan, and the rest is history.
They're loving this shot, aren't they?
I know. I was about to say, it looks like it's computer generated.
What's happening? A drone that's behind the fans coming in and out of the stadium.
I want to see it.
That's mint. That nice
Straight
one.
into the clouds.
Yeah.
How low are those clouds there? That's weird.
Oh, how high is that stadium?
That's true.
Ridiculous. If that's gone into the clouds.
Sure, it can't have been. It went all cloudy though, didn't it? Anyway, this free kick's finally been taken.
What's this?
Braga have scored against Lazio. Lazio are currently top of the league.
Oh, exciting times.
Free kick in.
Oh, why is everyone there?
Oh, it's just hit it wide.
Oh my days.
An inch wide. They had 4 men who got past our line there, and it was basically queuing up at the back post for whoever wanted it.
But why is that? Why is he wrong side?
Just got this completely wrong, United, and he might have been offside. To be fair, there's 3 of them there.
I don't know.
And he should have scored that. He really should.
Any one of them could have gotten
it. He gets too much on it and puts it back out for a goal kick. If he just sort of scuffs that, it's in.
Yeah.
He almost controls it
lucky.
Away.
Just lucky he's just got too much on it.
Yeah, too much on it.
Bloody hell, boys.
We're going to put Ethan on the spot here. Oh, Ethan. I'm going to put Ethan on the spot. Ethan went,
has he sorted out?
No, you're not.
Not now. Anything but now.
There was a Popescu years ago, one day he played for Spurs, was it?
Who?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Popescu.
Was he at West Ham?
Or was he? I just remember back, because there's that Romanian team, like, was it 94, where they had like Hagi, Popescu, Dimitrescu. Like, they had a really good team. Then he got to like the quarterfinals of the World Cup.
Paul Petrescu?
Yeah.
Popescu.
Oh, Dan Petrescu.
I used to like Pet Rescue. Do you remember that TV show?
That was good as well, yeah.
Go on,
Malacia.
No.
Just
put it in. Okay.
That was a bit...
Put it
not quite where it needed to be. Yeah.
Georgie Popescu.
Yeah, that's the one.
There you go.
Where was he at? Was it?
I thought he was at Spurs, but it might have been West Ham. It might have been both.
He was at Eindhoven, Galatasaray. Was he the one that came to England?
So he's trying to make that run, Malacia.
It's not the one, is it? Oh, Tottenham.
There you go, Spurs. I thought so.
Yeah.
What year is that?
I'm going 94.
Yeah. He just looked at it.
No, because it was the World Cup in 94 was what he bought him off the back of. Do you remember, like, they had that run to this quarter, and all of a sudden it was like, and this was around the time in the Premier League where it was like a lot of foreigners were coming over here, you know, 93, 94. Obviously 93 wasn't it started, but yeah, I thought that's why I didn't see him.
Do you think Mazraoui's like now just become that a Man United normal player now? Or because before when he first came, it was like he's on fire. Why are we not saying that anymore?
Me and you chat about this if they were like when Reguilon came in and he looked mint for about 2 games. It was like, right, we've got him on loan. This is amazing. And then he was like, I've had enough of that.
He's roped into the Man United way of life.
Everyone else is like, whoa, chill out.
I think people arrive and go, I don't have to do it. Yeah. Why would I like make my lungs hurt and like twist my ankle trying to actually like sprint when I don't have to do it? Perfect. I'll just not do it. I've just heard word there from our producers that we can get a live update on the Europa League table. Here we go. As it stands there, Lazio on 19 points. I mean, they were on 19 points already, so they're currently losing in their game. Eintracht Frankfurt. As it stands, then United still in 4th. No changes there. But obviously, it's those teams right there that are the worry. Glimt, Galatasaray, Victoria and Olympiacos, who can all catch United, theoretically. So we'll keep an eye on it. But there you go, as it stands, United still in 4th place. More as it comes on that. Thank you very much,
Good
Ethan.
ball.
That's a great ball.
Right, now put the ball in. Oh, okay. Play it back, put it in. No, you
Foul.
can't.
That is a foul. That is a foul. I'm sorry, that is a foul.
Yeah, Eriksen there.
Put his leg across
He's
him
got
and
fouled.
tripped him. I think that was a foul. It was a bit light, but
It was one of them ones that usually
didn't get the ball.
you can see given quite a bit, can't you?
yeah.
But Maserati no longer been playing 8s out of 10.
He's been all right, hasn't he?
He's been fine, hasn't he?
Sailed off a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's had a couple of games where he's struggled. Like, I think the Newcastle game against Gordon.
Yeah.
Where he had him on
got torn a
soast,
little
didn't he?
bit there, yeah.
He was like, what is going on here? But he's another one who's come in and just been thrown in almost constantly, and he's probably
He's played
goosed.
almost every game.
Yeah.
That's a good run by Malacia, and he's found
Put it across the box!
Across.
Oh my days!
Manu there.
Unlucky there, but that's exactly what we said. He made a run in behind. Was it Martinez who actually found him? And all of a sudden, we are like basically about to score a goal. Like all it takes is
all you
one
need.
good run.
Well onside.
Oh, it's Manu, sorry. It's one good run and one good pass. And we almost get a goal from it. It's not
not
complex,
bad.
it's not
Yeah.
difficult. Make the run, find the run,
Yeah.
get a really good chance.
Oh,
Just
now he's
do
going to
that.
end it.
There in here.
That went out.
That's gone on,
surely.
hasn't it?
Oh, thank you, Lino, after 1 minute.
Come on. It's a great pass out. Was it Martinez with the pass?
Oh, it's Manu that
Yeah.
got... Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said Manu
think
played the ball.
No.
I was thinking, how
like
come
get a
that's you
touch on
doing
it,
that?
yeah.
Why is he trying to volley with the right
With
foot?
his right foot, I got
He
that.
just, oh.
It's unlucky, innit? He kicks the player's foot at the same time.
So we can play in the 10. Or is he playing in the 10?
I don't know. I think, but that's the thing.
He is.
When you play that kind of, everyone's in their third, even if you're playing as an 8, you can break in behind. You can do
Yeah.
a bit more like, not everyone's as stretched all the time.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he is playing as a 10. I think
That's Bruno now running
that's
in
Bruno
behind.
there. Like, that's what I mean though.
Either one.
Eriksen!
Oh.
Keeper, what are you doing?
Made a bit of a meal out.
Sausage. Yeah,
Look
come
at Joe
on.
Hart save.
Literally, I would have caught that.
Nana save.
Man on!
Way up.
How's that happen, boys?
It's a 2v4
How's that
though.
2v4
Maybe
and one at the back
3v4.
post? He can just
That's
play
a
it
good
to him
turn
now.
there. And that's a shocking pass.
Good job.
Although it was so bad, it's actually worked out.
See, when you put a good ball in,
Yeah.
if any of the players get on that was a really good ball actually.
Yeah, it was. The
The
second
cross.
one.
Yeah, the second cross.
Where does everyone get those trainers from?
No, like standing manager trainers, aren't
The
they?
manager / BT Sport pundit.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, yeah.
imagine Robbie Savage in a pair of them, can't you?
Are they the
Owen Hargreaves.
McQueens?
Is it? Is that who
Are
it
they
is?
the ones? Are they the McQueens? They're like £650 ones. They're ridiculous.
Let's have a look.
It's Alexander McQueen, isn't it?
Is it that?
No,
Oh, cool. Internet don't work.
it is Alexander McQueen's.
That's who it is.
That's the ones.
It's the Alexander McQueen's, guys. just £460. Standard issue TNT Sport pundit trainer that basically just come with the job. I didn't know they were that much. Blimey.
Should we get a pair between us? Sure.
On a timeshare.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is though, we're gonna have to get them my size because you can fit in a bigger pair. But so I have to get a pair of 12s. You can sort of slosh around in them. Once
Me, you
every
and
2
Ethan look
months.
sharing. We'll go
Yeah, Ethan can live in
thirds
them.
on.
Actually, Ethan, you ain't got like dead tiny feet, have you, Ethan? What are you like, size 9 or something? Yeah.
9, that's what I am.
Yeah, he's 5'6".
Flipper. No.
Well, actually, I don't want to say that. Cool.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention anything else
right one.
that I wanted to say.
Yeah. For the best.
Decent start from United.
Oh,
So
good
see
run.
again, find the run, find the pass,
find
cut
him
it back,
back,
cut it back. There we go.
Bang
Oh,
it!
follow me.
Oh,
Oh, he knew.
Again, this is it. This is actual
Maybe
football.
from about 8 yards out
It's
there.
not hard.
Was that
Make a
Højlund?
run.
Down
Make
the
the
wing?
every time. Look, Martinez
Down
with
the
these
wing, but-
passes. It's not even a good run. It's just a run.
Yeah.
And look how much space he's got. This is what I mean. It's simple stuff. But 2 times in the last 3 minutes, United have had really good chances from a running behind, a ball in behind, and then see what happens. He should have scored there. It certainly should have got it on target.
Definitely scored there.
Much better though. Good stuff. Actually doing stuff off the ball.
Weird. They came out of their back line, like letting them run in.
Oh, he hit himself? He's got
Free kick.
Yeah.
Who's going to take it from there on the left side? Ericsson. Little bit of a guided one in the top bins. Ericsson. Bruno
probably have it. He has them all, doesn't he, Bruno? He takes everything. That's a bit of a naughty one.
It's one of them in it. There's actually a bit of momentum behind that. That might even be a booking, even though he's got some of the ball. He's just gone straight through him, hasn't he?
Who's that trying to do up his left foot laces?
Pretending to be left-footed.
Yeah. Who's this?
Do you remember the fanfare that happened when the ref spray was first introduced? Do you remember how mad that seemed?
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Right. What are you doing with paint?
Yeah.
And the paint
goes.
goes.
Like, what's it made out of? It's just going to have stuff everywhere. And they're like, no, it's candy floss. It goes away.
So what is it? What's the what is it? It's like a
bubble bath.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah. No
Bubbles.
The thing is, no one knows what it is. It occurs naturally. The foaming remnant of a referee.
Let's go.
Look at that. I'd love that job.
Well, lay down.
I'll have the me lay down. Yeah. That's what I'd be. I remember when Sancho used to do it, and I just thought, it just looks bad.
Yeah.
Like when he's got this reputation of not trying hard, and then he's just laid down on the floor.
The amount of goals you score from that as well, though, it's just not that
what
many,
is it? One every 2 or 3 seasons? Oh,
Midas had to go with his left foot over the bar.
I knew it. You don't put power through them close ones.
No.
You have to just guide it over and it goes in. That's it. Simple as that.
Just trying to clip it, isn't he? He just gets too much on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, does he get no, he don't get deflection.
But it's a bit. It's like he's not really taken free kicks before.
Yeah.
I only say that because I got one online. So
yeah. Oh, here we go.
What's this?
Oh, this is what the ref's spray is made out of.
What it's made out of?
Water and butane gas.
80% water, which everything is. Let's be honest. Water is the goat of Earth, by the way.
Yeah.
I honestly think water is the greatest thing of all time.
It, so.
Unreal. Not talked about enough how important and how good water is, by the way. It's the goat. Water is the goat. 17% butane gas. Less than 1% surfactant and other ingredients including vegetable oil. So what I'm seeing there is you could fry an egg in that, couldn't you? Get yourself a nice little non-stick pan, some ref spray, crack an egg into it.
Laugh him.
Yeah, that's what Michael Oliver eats for breakfast, isn't it? Or keep a little bit at the side of your bed in case you get peckish in the night. It's a big mouthful like whipped cream. I love that. I love the surfactant in this. Unbelievable. We've got a few super chats actually. Very good. Jay and Joe's adopted son Benjamin.
Yay.
Come on.
Yay. It's fun that someone's called.
No, I love it. And he's always in the chats as well.
Yeah, he is. Good lad.
Rangers are winning.
1-0.
Let's cut to the leaderboard, Ethan. Oh, sorry, not yet.
1 sec.
Let me read this super chat first. I really like Nathan's insights. Always happy when he's on. Great addition. Joseph, Justin, the Daily Dream Team. Let's get this W, boys. And that's got 6 likes as well, so people agree with him. So always loads of good comments whenever you're on. Here's the table as it stands. Then Rangers there, just popping into the picture. I don't know if that's been updated with their goal yet, has it?
12. So that's the max they can get, though, isn't it? So that's all right.
It is, but I'm not sure that that's correct.
Oh, might be 15.
Yes, but I'm
so
not
then
sure.
It could be putting us on the same, which we're on the same goal difference as well. So if we let a goal in, we'd actually be on worse goal difference and they'd be ahead of us if they win.
Yeah.
And we lose.
Maybe. Or that might... Get rid of the live table. I've undermined confidence in it. We'll come back. We'll come back to it in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Let's see how real this is.
Let's have a look. It's a duck. Says the stats may say that FCSB have never beaten an English side and we're heavy favourites. So I fully expect us to make a right meal of it and nick it 1-0. Yeah, I could imagine that for sure. Coach Zach, Mazraoui is our best right centre-back, and it's not close. Give me Pogba for Eriksen, Dorgu for Malacia, and Ahmad for Dalot. I'm wishing for Pogba to come back. I do like that. I do like the boldness of Pogba. I just think it's...
I don't think it's going to work well.
No, it would be so cool though. I
don't mind him coming back for this season. Let him just come back and get fit in it.
Yeah.
Just come back. We just need someone with some kind of ability. We got no players. He's on a free. It's not like we can buy a player as good as him. Just put him in.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? He just gets injured straight away, doesn't get a game, and we're somehow paying him 300 grand a week. Heaven's Soul says, if water is the goat, then why did Joe turn it into wine?
Nice. Done you there, hasn't he?
Yes. But imagine if the ref spray was 80% Merlot. Then that would be just bizarre, wouldn't it? Ryan Stubbs says, anyone else want to see Joe's hair on Jay's head? Sounds like he's got a picture of us. Like, I've taken my wig off and you're wearing it. Like, who wants to see it then? I've got it. Anyone else want to see it? I don't think that image exists, but it would be quite good to see.
Oh, hello. Ben's on it.
No, to be fair, Rangers are on 14 points. They've done well.
Are they?
Yeah.
So
they won't go any higher than that.
So it hadn't updated by the time we saw that table.
It's FCSB who take over us, won't they? But it's still the other two teams that... Well, to be fair, it's 9. We'll go 8th, won't we? So should be all right.
Just want to get through, don't we? Get through, no dramas.
Yeah, and they just give Amorim those extra full weeks, 2 full weeks to train the players rather than having extra games and one of them being in a way like that. Who knows where it might be? I'm not, we can speculate, but it could be a 3-4 hour plane journey, which is basically a day. Then you got to get back, which is basically a day. Yeah. Everyone's knackered for the Sunday game. Like, it's just not worth it, is it? When you could be training instead.
Yeah, I'm hearing about training these days, about all this, this technology and stuff, and it's really weird. Like, from what I've heard, a lot of things of like, you do small-sided games. I used to love small-sided games. I used to play for like an hour or 45 minutes on a Friday. Now I'm hearing they play like for 30 seconds and then rest, then 30 seconds. And it's like, how do you play a small-sided game for 30 seconds? Yeah. How does that happen? How are you going to get better? And where do you get the finishing involved? Like, where do you get finishing if you're if you're finishing for 30 seconds? You can't. You're not going to improve if you only train for that amount of time.
So do you think like in pre-season then that's where
too much work, lad? Muscles need the rest. Yeah. Can't train more than 30 seconds. Huh?
And then do you think then? So basically, when the season's ongoing, all you're doing is just staying sharp. That's it.
So there's this other thing as well. I was speaking to another coach and manager, ex-manager actually, and he was saying that there's like this batch that you go through a certain amount of weeks doing one thing, and then you go through another amount of weeks doing another thing, and you build up to a certain level, and then like you go back again through it. So I was trying to get my head around it because like obviously I don't remember training like that, and I haven't been into an active training ground where things are going on. Yeah. So it's just it's funny because it's new to me. Like how I'm trying to rack my brain about how players get to actually practice their craft and get better if there's not that much time to actually do it.
Yeah.
And I know when there's a match coming up, you can't really do a lot. But what about Cristiano? He used to train all the time. He used to work on stuff on his own. But now you probably can't do that because they're looking at it's what do they call it? -1 match day and stuff. Like all these new names for stuff like you can't train -1 match day.
Match day -1.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, what's all this talk?
Yeah. Which basically, for anyone who doesn't know, means the day before a match day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's all like match day -2, match day -3, match day +1. Like here's what we do
on this day
up to and beyond matches. Yeah.
And it's trying to stop getting injuries and stuff.
But that's when Amorim says, I've only had like 5 proper training sessions since I've arrived. He's not lying.
Yeah.
No. He's literally like, a game when we play Sunday, Thursday, he doesn't really get a training session.
You can't train him.
No.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But that's because of the sports science guys are telling them they can't train. But I wonder if the players want to train. Because like, I'd want to train. I played all season and I didn't do that. There's like 46 games in a season and cup games as well.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that? I don't get it. Saturday, Tuesday.
Just hearing another word from our producer here. I just got a little note on the screen that said, new Europa League table ready. I don't know what's changed, but I want to see it. What's happened? It's a different source material. What's this? Is this a live updater? This is good because it's actually got the score lines on it.
What, a winning?
Very nice.
That's good.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So if we scroll down a little bit, is that possible to see those teams there? So Ajax have pushed their way up a little bit. Rangers back to drawing again now, which hasn't been updated on there. So as it stands, like we said, go back up. I think United are in 5th place. We're down at one spot, but realistically, who cares about that? Yeah, so there you go. Very good, Ethan. Love that.
So basically, we're on 16, so we can only go as low as 14. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So really, it's only about Bodo Glimt. If they win, they can go ahead. Apart from that, if we lost, that is.
Yeah. Even if we lose, we're probably through in that top 8. But
Yeah.
it's possible we're not.
Yeah, it's only Bodo Glimt that if they win, they'll be ahead of us.
So a draw is definitely enough.
No on goal difference, but almost almost
yeah,
certainly,
Pretty much okay, yeah.
Yeah, and a win obviously, of course, is.
Come on, boys.
It's gone a bit stodgy. Like it looked like we were coming up with a way to make chances, and then we've not repeated it.
Still got some movement now.
Yeah.
These players are trying to move and do bits. Come on. Oh,
That's good.
not bad. Score! Oh,
okay. Header there from Hoyland.
Martinez is passing.
He's been playing,
he's done
over the
3
top.
of
6
His
yards out,
passing has
didn't
been
quite get on it.
And scored.
Excellent, yeah. He's really good. He got the assist for Bruno obviously the other day. He's put 3 of those balls in behind already today. One to Mainu, one to...
and he scored 2 in the last 2? And he scored the last 2 goals for us?
Sure.
Was that his goal as well, the last one before that?
No, it was Liverpool.
He banged that against Liverpool,
That was a while ago, yeah.
Good ball out.
It's a really good ball. Just slightly beyond Hoyland, that one. Not someone who's really good in the air would have got more on it.
Yeah.
But I think if it had just been a little bit less on it, he could have got a proper header there. But yeah, really good cross. Oh dear. I don't like this. Ryan.
Who done your hair?
Ryan, before anyone else want to see Joe's hair on Joe's body?
Oh yeah, go on. That's beautiful. Absolutely spot on. That's
What was Milli Vanilli there for a second?
It does look Milli Vanilli, doesn't it?
I
Hey?
don't like that at all.
Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you.
That is a mint film, by the way. If you've not seen it, you need to go and check that out. The Milli Vanilli one.
Them guys.
I've not seen that.
Hey, you know the first people who got done, they got, you know when you used to do miming, lip syncing, and they got caught in the middle of a live track, and it's like, girl, you, and the music going, girl, you know it, girl, you know it.
They had to give the Grammy back. They won a Grammy, and they had to give it back because it weren't them singing on it.
Everyone knew it wasn't their voice, and then they couldn't sing at all, and didn't know English either.
Wait. So it wasn't a pre-record of them. It was other people.
Other people.
Yeah,
they couldn't sing. Like they could, but not to that level.
They had to take lessons. Did you see? They were taking lessons to
get
German.
Because I just saw them then. The very striking look.
Yeah.
So they had the look.
Yeah, and then they got like
they couldn't sing like
a rapper and a singer, a soul singer, and then.
Because I was going to say, people mime now, like they'll do a pre-recorded version of it and play
but
that.
It wasn't them.
This was just other people.
It wasn't them. They had to run off the stage.
All unravelled.
Oh God!
You should see the film, man. It's really good.
I should definitely.
Because they had like 3 number 1s in America, successive number 1s.
Yeah.
Won a Grammy, and then they had to give the Grammy back because obviously you can't win a Grammy if you've not been singing on the songs.
Such a
like one of the
stupid
rules.
loophole, that, isn't it?
I know, yeah. They're so fussy about things.
I had to actually do it to get it. Bollocks.
Oh my gosh.
One thing about this game so far, we've not really let FCSB do anything.
I haven't done anything, that's what I was about to say. Apart from that one time, it was 2 balls in.
Yeah.
But not they nearly scored from that set play, I remember that. But apart from that, it'll be all right.
Suvajit Chakrabarti says, Jay looks like the Rock from the Scorpion King. That's a compliment, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get that all the time.
Jacked and massive.
What's the other
Everyone
one,
always says that about me.
What's the game one? The game where it's Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
Where you're giving the eye.
Is that right?
What's it called?
Smouldering.
Yeah.
Smouldering intensity or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You got to go to Jumanji with the smouldering.
Right. Yeah, whatever.
Smouldering
That's his Secret
Is that what it's
weapon,
called?
innit?
Smouldering?
No,
It's Jumanji.
it's Jumanji.
There's a word for that. There's a word for that. I know everyone knows it.
But in the film,
when he does the face.
This one.
There's a certain face you got to do.
Smouldering.
Is it smouldering? Yeah.
That's his
That's his trademark
superpower in it. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's it there. I love the second one with what's his name in it? The comedian.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
That one's funny, man.
They did really well.
Jumanji 2, yeah, and
films.
Jumanji 2,
They
yeah.
did like really well.
Smashed
It's
it.
enjoyable, man. It's funny.
I like the original. I ain't seen the new ones. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Robin Williams one.
Ah, you need to watch them ones. They're really good.
Yeah, the one of them where you can my kids love them, but you could watch them as well.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
funny.
Is that Collier out to Ericsson? Can you just put it in? Someone just put it in! Like, when you get in them areas, can't you just, like, put it in?
But it's just there's only Hoyland there.
I know, but there's only ever going to be only
I don't
Mania
even know what. Is
there.
that a shot or a cross?
You see what they've done now? They put it in to nobody.
Yeah.
Where they're in that area, they get it, lay it back, put it in first time, and at least it's in the second 6 yard, and it gives Hoyland a chance to time his run in there. If you don't put the ball in, when it gets in them areas, he'll never run. I wouldn't make a run.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're not putting it in anyway. Oh, and then you put it in, and you want me to run now, do you? How do I know you're going to put it in? Yeah, I would get mad, like, if that happens. I'd be going crazy on my wingers or my fullbacks.
Yeah.
Who get in that area and don't put it in. I'll be, listen, you've got to put it in, lad. I'm making the run for you.
Good positioning by Collier there. Cutting out the pass.
I know. We look comfortable on the ball at least.
Yeah, we do.
Working the way up the field slowly, and then we've got actual people trying to make runs as well.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah, we do. Patrick Cassidy just says Paul. Don't know why.
What, his chat just says Paul?
Well, he's been a member for 49 months.
Right.
So
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, yeah. And when you're a member for a new month, your chat gets sort of pushed over and it says Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you. Self-explanatory.
I don't think we need to.
We can all agree.
Starring Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
Nice.
I'm going to put it in back post. Just open out and put it in, lads. Come on. We need the... All right, forget it. No.
Keep it.
Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You've got to get in that
Oh,
final.
sorry, just to clarify, AF, who's been a member for 38 months, says Paul.
As well.
Yeah.
What, did both say it?
What's Paul? What's going on about Paul? Has he scored or
Why are
something?
they all saying Paul?
Oh, no, sorry. Dylan Proctor says Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
What about Paul? Who's Paul? Pogba?
No.
So what, they've all said it?
Daniel... Oh, no, sorry, yeah, JV said... Okay, that makes more sense. He says Paul.
What's that?
That's it. Pretty much everyone's just saying
Oh,
Paul
what
now.
a turn, Ericsson.
Yeah, not
He's
sure
not
why.
going to put him in, though, is it? Come on.
No, he's not.
Why are you trying to slide Bruno down? Is that Bruno?
No, it's Hoyland, I think.
Bloody hell, Highland, have you lost your pace?
David Lindbaum with the super chat says Paul. Thank you. Cheers for that. Just going to start a poll in the comments. There you go. Start a poll just to see,
What's he doing there? A
see what's
defender
going on.
Trying to take his shirt
pulling
now.
Hoyland towards him. Bit bizarre. Especially when the ball had already gone out.
Get in the poll. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Got a poll in the comments. 77. Oh, actually, 79% saying Paul. 21% saying Paul. Which is weird. Isn't it weird that even though there's two options that are the same, one of them is an absolute runaway winner? You'd think that just by the laws of averages, that would be pretty much a lot closer than that. Everyone's just going with it. Anyway, very
You
good.
prefer Paul or Paul?
I'm not sure what's going on.
So what have you put? A poll in the chat asking Paul or Paul?
It just says Paul or
Well,
Paul.
they're the two options, yeah.
Right.
'Cause I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Right.
So it does seem like it's Paul. Which again, I'm none the wiser. Esam28, this is genuine. It says Ugarte for Collier, Ahmad for Ericsson second half. What do you reckon, lads?
Ugarte for Collier, Ahmad for Ericsson. Yeah, of course. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what we're waiting for right now. I'm waiting for Garnacho, Ahmad, and Collier. And Ugarte, sorry.
Yeah. LJ with a super chat says Paul Pot.
Paul Pot in the guy X Factor.
Because that's Paul Potts.
All right, sorry.
And Pol Pot is the former
Khmer Rouge
dictatorial leader of Cambodia.
Yeah.
What were we looking for?
So this is somewhere in between. I'm not sure.
We were just like looking for Pauls. Paul or something.
Is this anything to do with Pogba?
No.
All right, okay.
Liam Jones says, how does Joe... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter.
What's that?
What?
Doesn't matter.
Paul.
LJ says elite Paul knowledge. You don't know Paul.
We'll
leave that for now, but I'll come back to that.
Have you ever said that? You don't know ball.
What, without breaking a smile? Absolutely not. Have you?
Nah, that's not me, that.
It's not me either at all. Imagine if I started
you don't know ball.
talking sort of Twitter style.
Hernandez look there.
I can't be doing that. You don't know ball, mate. That's the problem with you. You don't know ball. You're a dusty baller. At best.
Washed
You're a washed baller. You're a finished baller. I can't, yeah. Ryan Stubb says, not sure about The Rock, but Jay looks like Maven.
Who's that?
Who's Maven?
Just an overall wrestler, what you do, a little bit.
I don't know Maven, and I used to know boxing. Boxing wrestling.
Okay.
Oh my days. Okay.
Big response.
I can get a little bit.
I've been called worse.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you take it. Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a similar chest to me.
Has it?
In the sense that he's got one.
Yeah, we both
have lungs.
You've both got mammalian style chests, haven't you?
Yeah,
you don't have insect carapace. You've got a sort of a skeletal system with intercostal muscles covered in skin and pectoral muscles. Yes.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, you don't have a series of spiracles across the entire body that draw in air. You have lungs and a mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
In that sense, you are almost identical.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
good
not
point.
a foul. That's not a foul. Oh, he's got in.
Is he off?
No. It's all right. We don't okay in the end. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get to half time. Get the boys on. Get the win.
Just got a bit sluggish this game, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a bit
You don't want these teams to work their way into games like.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Megsy's.
No. Oh no, Hoyle.
It's like Megsy for Hoyland.
Yeah.
Evan Phillips says, "Oh my God, you know Paul." Jamie Kay says, "Paul McPaulius." That's all I can say.
I'm with Paul McShane.
Paul McShane.
Jay's just googling.
Remember
Jay's just googled the word Paul to see what's going
I
on.
was just saying like Paul.
Man United came to Watford with us. Was it Watford? Was it Watford? It was Watford, wasn't he?
Paul McShane.
Yeah. No, West Brom. I was with him at West Brom.
Yeah.
West Brom. I was with him. McShane.
Hey,
no. Don't tell me they're going to score. See how they tried to wiggle a shot off?
He's no idea where he's going.
He's not going to get there, but he tried to wiggle a shot.
Running into trouble.
Well done,
I don't mind that, Malacia. Win it. Well done. Yeah, I played with him at West Brom. Well, did he go Watford as well? Am I wrong? Is it United?
No,
he was at Hull City, I know that.
Is that right? On Paul McShane's Wikipedia,
Yeah.
it says he was at United from 2021 to 2022.
Yeah, he went back again, yeah. I think he went back
In
again.
what way?
I think he was a coach.
Oh, well, this says
But also
playing
a player
career.
coach. Like a
Was
player
he a
coach.
player
but not-
coach?
But
What,
playing
like
with the
Tom Huddleston
playing with the young,
type
like
scenario,
that. I
right,
think,
okay.
yeah.
He weren't fucking in the first team, was he? We didn't notice if he was Paul McShane. Paul McShane was playing in United's midfield. Was he midfielder?
Defender,
Defender,
centre back,
sorry.
yeah.
On July the 23rd, 2021, he returned to Man United as a player coach
Yeah.
with the intention of being used as an overaged player in the under
It's what Tom Huddleston did, innit?
Okay,
He used to do it all the time, like get someone in.
There's a category in Paul McShane's Wikipedia page, and obviously he was a top player, played in the top
Yeah,
flight.
yeah.
Style of play.
I would say all action goes in hard,
Okay.
like Roy, tried to be Roy Keane kind of style.
Eamon Dunphy once compared Paul McShane to Spanish international defender Sergio Ramos, labelling Sergio Ramos like Paul McShane on steroids.
I love that.
I love that. Imagine
you ever watched
Imagine
Eamon
someone
Dunphy?
telling that to Sergio Ramos. What his reaction would be?
Have you ever watched Eamon Dunphy?
Not really.
He's the guy that co-wrote Roy Keane's book, right? And he's he's off his head. He used to drink, and that you could tell when he's like on the punditry in Ireland. He'd had a beer, and some of the things he used to say were just outrageous.
Go on.
He's the one.
Put him in. Put it across the box. Come on!
Oh, there's
someone needs to be there.
Was that Malacia who fired it in there?
No, yeah, Malacia
shots.
overlap. Put the ball in.
No
first
one there.
time. Oh. Well, at least we're getting balls in the box. Now we need someone to get on the end of them.
If you want, Google Eamon Dunphy defends Roy Keane, and it is amazing television.
Is it?
It's
we can't show it now.
No, because like there's a guy that had a go at Roy Keane when he dropped out of the World Cup, because Eamon Dunphy co-wrote. In the end, him and Roy Keane fell out, but Eamon Dunphy co-wrote his first book, so he's just having no criticism of Roy Keane whatsoever. And like he might have had a beard as well, so he's like.
This is 2002.
Yeah, and then he starts laying into the journalist who'd had a go at Keane, saying about how he'd left his wife for a young one and all this. It's like,
You've shown me that before. Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Oh,
but yeah, he's mental. He's mental, Eamon Dunphy.
So personal that. Isn't it?
Yeah, like no, I'm going. Come on now, Eamon. You can't be saying them sort of things. That's what the presenter's like. Come on, there's no need for that.
Couple super chats.
Got to read that.
Mantas says we might not have goals, but we can say Paul. LJ says Paul 2011 mid comedy with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Ollie Nicholson says boring game on Paul Pogba. Is it a no-lose situation until the end of the season? Trust Bruno, Amorim, etc. to keep the dressing room professional. Jay, what do you make of it?
Nah, man, I think it'd be a bad move for me personally.
How come?
Yeah, why? Go on.
I struggle to think that now he's 31, he's going to stop getting injured. You can't get him till March anyway. He's not played for 18 months. His last season at United wasn't a great one. I think you're just kidding yourself. He's going to come back in and be the player that he was in 2019, 2020 or whatever. I just don't see it. I just think he's going to come in.
Stick with this squad? Really?
I don't think the Paul Pogba you'll get come back to Old Trafford is a Paul Pogba that left Old Trafford.
Do you think he's better than the players in this squad right now?
I don't know because I don't know what level he's at. He's not played for 18 months. He's had a drug ban, hasn't he? And he's had injury issues. So and he's going to join in the middle of March.
So if he comes back and he's not good enough, he won't be in the squad. Just the same way Rashford.
What's he going to be getting? If he's going to come back, he must have offers. He's going to come back on big dough.
No,
you'd imagine.
Surely not. You're not going to give him a contract for like a while. You're going to give him a contract to the end of the season at the best.
Yeah, but he'll be on. He'll be on at least say 200 grand a week. He's not. I don't think he's going to come in, Paul Pogba, on like less than that because he'll have other offers, and he's not like he's a Man United fan. Do you know what I mean?
Go there then.
I just don't. I think that'd be a massive mistake. I do.
I think you
get into that whole thing of like, oh, he'll be better than what he got. I don't know if he will. I don't know if you're going to get Paul Pogba back, the one that left. I just don't. I don't know. He's had a lot of injury problems. He's had that 18 months off playing football. He's had all that stuff going on. I just don't see it. Like it's a romantic idea, but I don't think this is Mark Hughes.
It's a big headline grabber as well, isn't it?
This is a player this feels more like Mark Bosnich coming back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be. I like Paul Pogba. I thought he was a very, very good player. One of the best players I've seen, genuinely, in terms of talent. I was watching him since he was in the academy. I watched him when he lifted the FA Youth Cup. But I don't think that's a player you're going to get coming back to United at all. And also, I just think it'll be another drama and a bit of a circus. The guy was getting death threats and booed constantly for the last 6 months at United.
You know what?
Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'd want to come back, to be honest with you. He was treated pretty badly by a lot of, not everyone, but a lot of fans, though, turned against him.
You know what I'd do? I'd let him train with us now, just because he's got no club. And say, yeah, you train with us. And if he's ripping it up in training, come March, May, whatever, I'll give him a contract till May. Just till May. And I'll say, listen, because we ain't got no players at the moment.
I think
for me, we got no players.
Might not be a bad idea.
Do you reckon?
We ain't got no players.
As a starting point. Like Johnny Evans was the same, wasn't it? I know it's in terms of like, that's where the comparison ends. But Johnny Evans was past his best, maybe a little bit injury prone at the time, just coming in to have a few games while he gets another club, and it's still here. So, yeah, I think worst case, I mean, obviously the worst case scenario is somehow we give him a 2-year deal. But
no,
like,
that's stupid.
The worst realistic case scenario is he comes in, we give him basically a 2-month contract.
Yeah, why not?
And he barely plays.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, he doesn't play.
I would say, would that contract be a success? I would tend to agree with you, Jay.
Probably not.
I don't think
I honestly think it's all
disaster,
new anyway, because I don't think he'd want to come back to United.
I don't know.
You saw the shit he was getting off the fans.
I don't think
this been bigger than us. There's
been this myth with United fans that Paul Pogba's this United fan, and it was like the whole prodigal son returns and all that, and it wasn't really like that. We got him from Le Havre. He came to United for 2 years in the academy, and the first opportunity he could get, he left to Juve, which is fine. I'm not a United fan. I got nothing wrong with that. Came back, and towards the end, you could see he was done in with it all. He was getting so much shit, and I honestly don't think he was injured at Anfield. I think he just had enough.
Yeah.
Do you know? I do. I think he genuinely. I don't think he was injured in the Villarreal game. I just don't think he wanted to take a penalty. Honestly, no, I don't. He suddenly, just before the penalties, he's injured.
Yeah.
Do me a favour. No, I just think
and
he
also,
thought,
you can be pretty injured and still take a penalty.
Yeah, I just thought he didn't want to take one.
Not that you can take a penalty.
Because of the shit he knew he'd get.
But if you've got a little bit of a tight one, you can still hit a penalty.
And all of a sudden, just he has to come
off.
At Anfield, he's getting grief with 2 goals down. I mean, like, I think he'd had enough. You saw it all on socials, the shit he was... And I don't mean on socials, I mean from the crowd at Old Trafford, like, laying into him.
End of the season as
well. I don't think he'd want to come back to that. I don't.
Maybe the atmosphere and all that stuff, but time heals wounds and memories fade. What club bigger than Man United, I'm not saying United would offer him a contract or have, but let's say we did. I don't think anyone bigger than us is offering him one. I think we would be his sort of biggest club that would be interested if we were.
But I think that this is all nonsense. So I think you may as well say fucking Real Madrid will offer him a contract, because we're not going to offer him a contract. So I think if we're going to make it up, we may as well make up Real Madrid offering him a contract.
We've had the whole conversation.
What club bigger than Real Madrid would offer him a contract?
Yeah,
well, none. But they're not going to.
No, but we've had the whole conversation on the premise that it could happen.
I don't think it will, though, bro.
No, I don't think it will either.
So we may as well say.
But I think him not taking it because of what happened at United. I think he would, because no one else would offer him. Again, it's all theoretical.
But I get what you put, but I don't think we will.
No, I don't.
What's this all about?
But you were saying before that you don't think he'd accept it because of the stick he got.
I think there's 2 reasons. I think Manchester United are probably the last club he'll end up at. Because I don't think he wants to come to United, and I don't think we want him. That's not Salford, is it?
It's not.
Like that.
Where is
I wish it was, because I live in Salford.
It looks nice.
People like, because he posted a picture of Mohamed Diallo, and I covered it in the news. Oh, he's going to come back. Come on, man.
Did he ever play with Ahmad?
No. Oh no, actually, might have done actually, yeah, because Ahmad was signed a few years ago. Yeah, probably did.
No, I agree.
I think probably United is the last club we'll end up at, because I think we're one of the few clubs where he don't really want to come to us, and we don't want him.
Yeah, he's in Dubai though, isn't he?
I think he'd probably go to a lot of other clubs.
He's going Saudi, isn't he? That's where he's going.
Probably.
Yeah, and it's nothing against Pogba. I just think it's just. Get it. It makes headlines, and he did a little thing on socials, and it's like, oh, he's available in March, and look, you know what? Like you were saying, if we could get him, maybe get him training with us. I just don't see any of that happening. I don't think Ineos would go get Pogba back in. I don't think they would. And I don't think they would. I don't think they would. I think they're trying to get away from all that.
I think it would be a real step towards being like. It's an Ed Woodward thing to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an Ineos
And the thing with Johnny Evans is, in the comparison, it feels a little bit different, because Johnny Evans was like, it was only a couple of games we spoke to him, didn't it? It was like, it was initially going to be a couple of games, and he did enough in those couple of games. He's a consummate professional, when at times when Pogba was... There was questions. I mean, I sat in a press conference when Jose Mourinho literally said, I don't know where he is.
Yeah, Mourinho used to accuse him of shit.
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? There was a bit of a needle there. I just don't see it happening, man. Like, I don't. I just think it's... And it's... You know what? If you could get Paul Pogba, the player that we have seen, in this United team, that'd be great. It would be fantastic.
Cool, if
we could get the player we had under Ollie's caretaker spell in this United team, all day long I would co-sign that. That'd be amazing. But I just don't think it'd ever happen.
Yeah, I agree. Half time then, Manchester United, well, should I say FCSB 0, Manchester United 0. As it stands then, you can see there Man United back up to 4th in the Europa League standings, comfortably in that kind of automatically through to the round of 16, is it next? Or yeah, it must be, of course, because top 8 play the 8 winners of the next section. So far, all right, so good. What have you made of the first half, Nathan?
Sorry.
Not bad.
Yeah.
We kept the game. We controlled the majority of the first half. We played up into the final third, and we actually had a few runners trying to get in behind. You see Malacia trying to run in behind, and Martinez putting the ball in there. Cross coming in. You've seen Mainu getting in there, nearly creating a clear chance.
Yep.
Balls flashing across the box from Malacia, that one near the end. So we do look like we're capable of getting at least a chance made, but we're just still a little bit off because we don't have the players on the field that we know we want to see second half. But we've kept them quite quiet as well. So not too worrying, nothing too worrying about them. Nothing that shows that, oh, this team could beat us here. I think it's there for the taking.
Yeah.
If we make a few changes, I think we can get the win.
Yeah, I'll just give you some stats, Jay, before I ask you the same question. So far, United have had 69% possession, 6 shots, 3 on target to FCSB's 2 shots with 0 on target, although one of their shots was considered a big chance, which I don't really know what that is, it was a big chance.
The one that went past the post, I think.
Yes, of course, yeah, where it sort of almost controlled it out wide. Yeah. So numbers-wise, United have controlled the game. No massive chances, though, for United. What have we made of the first half?
I think it's been okay. Yeah. It's been a bit of a, almost like, you can tell last game in Europe group. I know it's different, it's not group stages, but it feels a little bit like that. Neither team really going for it. But we've created a few chances. I think there was like you said, you've both mentioned him. There was the main opportunity, there was the Højlund header. So it's not been a game where I don't think United have turned up or been particularly bad. There's just not a lot to get excited about. The one positive you can say as well is we've got options on that bench. If we wanted to bring on Ahmad for, say, the last 20 minutes, I reckon he could cause them all sorts of problems. Yeah. So there is always that option for the manager, or even Xerxes maybe. So, yeah, I think it's been all right.
Yeah, I agree. It's been the sort of game you'd expect with this situation being what it is, isn't it? Like, you can see there, United relatively comfortable. Rangers now up to 9th. But I don't think Rangers can catch us, obviously, because they're winning. If we just go down a little bit on that league table there, Ethan, the teams that we need to worry about are the likes of Galatasaray, who can go up to 16 points. They're losing at the minute. Rangers, who are winning, the maximum they can get is 14. Bodo Glimt obviously could go up to 16. That's another one to worry about. Ajax, don't need to worry about them because they can't get any more than the 13 that they would be on if it finished now. So let's be honest, it looks like United are going to be through automatically, which is really all we wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, no dramas.
Yes, absolutely. Ben Simmons said, I'd rather Amorim register than bringing in Paul Pogba. Dixon says, huge apologies for my brother Cayman. I see right through it, mate. You're not going to get me twice in, 3 weeks. My brother Cayman pranking you before. Very sorry for his actions. No problem at all, Dixon. Mantis says, just wanted to say we appreciate you, lads. Thank you. Watching United has been a pain over the last decade or more. Bloody hell, that's a long time, isn't it? Props for making quality content around it. Thank you very much. 10 years is so long for us to be crap, isn't it?
Do you know, it's mad though, isn't it? Because we have been obviously crap compared to what we were used to under Fergie. But even our awful 10 years hasn't been as bad as 99% of clubs, has it?
No, it hasn't.
There's been some great highs in that 10 years. Yeah. Like, I know it's nowhere near what we saw under Fergie. I'm not comparing winning the Europa League to winning the Champions League, but that Europa League win was fucking mint. Like, winning the FA Cup last season was amazing, yeah. Winning the FA Cup last season, beating City in the final and beating the Scousers en route to it was class.
It was a great day out. Yeah. The season was not the best.
Nah, the season was awful.
Yeah.
But that as a day out, that as an event, lovely, like beating your rivals when they're on for the double again, was like, that was amazing. And then like you look back, the one against Palace as well. There's not been enough of them, but there's been some good moments, and we've had some good results just in the league and stuff. It's just been compared to the Fergie era, just night and day, innit?
Oh man,
it's just the reason I say that is just sometimes though. Like, I get when United fans moan, and I'll do it myself, and we all do. But it's when you get, like, other fans of other clubs, like, having a go. Like, Arsenal fans, you think, well, what have you fucking won recently?
I know.
Like, shut up.
I know. What I mean? It's weird, isn't it? Because they play good football. They've worked towards a certain level of consistency, yet they haven't got anything to show for it. And then, you know what happens? After a while, that window finishes. And then you go back to having to rebuild again. Yeah. So I'm saying if they don't start winning anything during this period where they brought all the good players together, they're going to be like, oh my days. We got that far looking so good and we still didn't win anything. Yeah. That would be a real disappointment for Arsenal.
It must be it must be jarring for them this season that like City fell off.
So I mean,
they've not stepped into that void. The Scousers have. And the Scousers are looking nailed on for the title, unfortunately. Like, Arsenal probably thought, this is it, this is our chance, waiting for City to get some points deduction, and instead City have imploded, well, did for a little while anyway, and Arsenal just didn't really take advantage of that, and now it's the Scousers to lose.
It's ridiculous, that, isn't it? You would be gutted. I think that would be the thing that would be hurting me the most if I was an Arsenal fan, is that this is the one.
Yeah,
like
isn't it?
this was it. They've been top of the league against a relatively pretty standard City, like the good proper Man City, and they've spent most of the last 2 years top of the league. Arsenal.
I've got to give Arsenal credit for that.
Oh no, they've been good.
Yeah, you can't fault them for the fact that without Arsenal there wouldn't have been a title race like last 2 seasons. It would have just been a complete procession.
Yeah,
like they've been the only team that's realistically challenged City. But now they haven't won out, and now they're not. What are the? I don't know why they're going to say. They'll take the third.
Yeah,
and the likelihood is they're not going to win it, are they?
No.
Don't you think Pep's been trying
to
give himself more difficult handicaps each year? So every year he's giving himself some mad handicaps. I'm going to take out my wingers this year. Next year, let's make our centre backs right backs and left backs. Follow it now. Let's play with 3 at the back. Okay, actually, let's not have any wingers anymore. Let's have 1 striker and let's try and do it that way. And I feel like this year he's gone right. Let's lose 10 games on the trot and let's go and win it.
Do you think what it was almost?
Taking the mick, this is what he does.
I think
it's what's the challenge this year, guys? We're going to do this.
I think
we come back from this.
I don't think it's necessarily his creating a challenge. Fergie used to do it, mix it up. When you keep winning, I think you have to mix it up a bit. And if you look, I remember a couple of seasons ago when he got rid of Jesus and Zinchenko, and people lost their minds. People going, he's given Arsenal an advantage there. And I thought, no, he fucking hasn't. He's got rid of a striker who gives you about 10 goals a season, and he's got rid of a second choice left back. He knows what he's doing. He hasn't just gifted Arsenal the title. He's got rid of 2 players he don't need anymore. Same when Sterling left. He's got rid of Sterling, who's only 28 or whatever, and he's got all these goals. And you think you don't need him anymore. He knows what he's doing, Pet. He's sort of.
But don't you think that they lost out on
rejuvenating the team a little bit? Sorry.
Don't you think they've lost out a bit on that pace and the end product side of it, the efficiency levels of goals? Mahrez, 25 to 30 goals, and Sterling 25 to. Then you get Grealish, who's 2 goals a season maybe. Doku might get you 9.
I think the one that might be of regret. When they look back and think that was maybe a regretful one, even though they got a lot of money from, was Alvarez.
Yeah, he's another player.
I think that was a player that out of the ones they've let go, where you go. Because Ferran Torres was it totally that didn't matter. I don't think Sterling mattered. I don't think Jesus mattered. I get your point about Mahrez, but I think is he getting on a bit as well? And
the problem with them is isn't that they shouldn't have let him go. Is that they've not replaced him properly.
That's what I mean.
That's the problem.
For goal scoring people,
I think we've seen Sterling was past his best. Zinchenko was never that great.
No.
Mahrez, like you said, past his best. Alvarez is the one. But the people who you brought in instead actually aren't any better. No one who's come in since Sterling left on that in those wing positions has ever put up anything like the 25 to 30
not
goals
even 15
Sterling
I don't think.
But not
they got away with it last season,
Sterling,
didn't they? Because it was just all Haaland. Didn't really matter. This season he's not quite as many. And look, I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but they're so reliance on it. Rodri's such a big player for him as well.
Massive.
Even last season when they lost him, they lost him for 4 games last season. Lost all 4 of them. That's not a coincidence. He's just a huge player for him.
And then he gets injured this season, and they have the worst, a worse run than United have ever had.
Yeah,
crazy, and they're still ahead of us.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is mad. It's like we have to finish, or we have to be worse than them.
Yeah, no matter what, we have to finish. How good we are is directly linked to how good City are.
Yeah.
So if they get 90 points, we can have a decent season.
Yeah.
If they're
we
crap,
could get like 8
awful. Yeah. Rob Clark with a super chat. I'm actually glad I'm stuck doing my tax return in a hotel with no access to a TNT. I don't know if you mean the explosives or the TV channel. It says it sounds more exciting than watching this game. It's not particularly exciting, but it's just football, isn't it? Not every second of it's amazing, but we're just not that good. But we've been the better team for sure. That is one thing to say. No one can tell me we haven't been the better team.
I just don't.
That's all right.
Who can we get in the next round though? Can we get anyone that we can pretend is a Champions League game?
Yes. Let me go through who United can get.
Get a Lazio or something. So I'm just okay, this could be Champions League.
No, we can't get Lazio yet.
Mate.
The teams. So as one of the top 8 teams, we will play one of the teams that win the 9th to 24th playoff round.
So we could get Ajax.
So here's the best teams we could get in the next round, who are currently in that 9th to 24th spot. Your biggest names are Rangers.
Okay, done that.
Ajax.
Yes.
Galatasaray.
Okay.
Real Sociedad.
Don't want them.
Roma.
Roma's a good one.
And that's kind of it. Roma,
Fenerbahce as well. Roma can have it can smell like the Champions League.
Yes.
PAOK?
Pauk is an option.
Malacia? I mean, not Malacia. Yeah, because Martial's there, isn't it?
Martial.
Let's come up against Pauk.
So, but interestingly, but if you go slightly further down, you'll see Besiktas, obviously, and Porto.
Ooh, I don't want to play Porto again.
You don't want to play Porto because there's some decent players,
especially away.
They can still be in it. But yeah, the big names of the teams in the qualifiers are Real Sociedad, Roma, Ajax.
Ahmad is coming on,
and Ahmad's coming on by the sound of it. And then after that, obviously, there's the big teams you can see up there with us as well. Tottenham probably.
And Garnacho.
And Athletic.
Garnacho.
Bilbao.
Ahmad, both coming on.
Yes.
That means we're going to win the game. And it's going to be a fun second half.
Do you know Bilbao?
I love your
who you can see there in second.
I mean, listen, I love Ahmad and I like Garnacho as well. But we'll see.
They're only 2 points behind Barcelona in La Liga.
Who?
I don't want to play them.
Who?
Bilbao.
I think
not that we can play them in the next round, but we can play them in the one after.
Bilbao stinks of them. Absolutely destroying us.
Absolutely destroying us.
Yeah. Them teams they play too much.
I could see that being 4-0 at half time and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Too much fast football, them guys.
Yeah.
Just swarming us.
Like, oh my God.
They're only 9 points off the top of the league.
Yeah.
They're 2 points behind Barcelona, 5 points behind Atletico Madrid in second, and like I said, 9 off Real Madrid. They've had a fantastic season. Only lost 3 games all season in La Liga. That is absolutely one to avoid.
So Real Madrid have overtaken Barca again?
Yeah, Barcelona barely won a game between like the middle of December and like 2 weeks ago. They were smashing it and then they had a terrible run.
Stinks of.
And now they're just banging loads of goals in.
They're doing all right. They've only won one of the last 5 though in La Liga.
What? Oh, is that Champions League?
Mate, I'm telling you now.
Second half's kicked off. Garnacho and Ahmad have both come on.
This season's going to be the worst season ever.
United?
I think it's going to be one of like City or Liverpool in the Champions League. I genuinely think it will.
I think Real Madrid will still win it.
I hope you're right.
I think they'll win it.
Isn't it weird that
they get used to playing football
There's a competition where there's a rotating cast of like 50 teams, 60 teams that go into the Champions League. It can change depending on who wins the league. And yet, every single season, there is one team that is by far the favourite.
Yeah.
And it's been the case for like a decade. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I know they haven't always been by far the favourite, but it's like, it's Real Madrid's to lose every season.
I know.
How mad is that?
It is
crazy.
They've got such a like dominance over that competition.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is really weird. Interesting. Cameron Webb says, in Australia, Mark Bosnich does the halftime analysis. It's worse than watching us against Brighton the other week. Cheers, Cameron. See, interesting though, nominative determinism, Cameron Webb, Australia famously known for its dangerous spiders. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to talk about webcam. Yeah,
come on, slot that home near post. Oh my gosh, near post. Near post is open.
He's through one-on-one there, Garnacho, and he just
was the left side open though, like the side that he was. No,
I mean, what he did was open. He just missed, didn't he?
Yeah, but you go near post unless the keeper's covering it.
Yeah, you can just side for that near post.
Slot it home.
You can do anything. The thing is, you can do anything he wants with that.
Look, it's all open.
He literally can just pass that into the near post, can't he?
You don't go that side unless he's covering so much to the left that you can just that right side will be open. That's the whole rule.
That is that. I mean, that sort of. He's on there, Ahmad, with a lovely run. Bruno didn't fancy it, but that sums up our attacking, doesn't it? Like we've seen it so far this game. Cut back to Mainu, put it over. Højlund gets a header, tamely goes to the goalkeeper. Garnacho gets a one-on-one and puts it wide. Like this is the sort of finishing of a team that scores 50 goals a season, not 100 goals a season.
I hit the slide. To slide that near post is a goal, open goal.
Yeah, that's true. If that's a left-footed player, do you know what that almost reminded me of? It's not the same at all. But do you know the Lukaku finish, the first goal for United, inside of the post and in near post?
Yeah, that's all you do.
If you just smack that near post, that's, like you said, it's in. But on the other hand, he's just got that zip, hasn't he? No one else has got it.
Ahmad wins the corner.
Yeah.
Love it, lad. Get at your man.
I don't know, it's something about Garnacho at the minute. It's like...
I mean, his head must be all over the place. Mustn't it, really? Like...
Not on the... What, when he's got...
Don't be too bad, he's only just come on.
His head is
I do feel a little bit for him now. I get your point. It was... You should have done what you said. Like, I'm always a little bit sympathetic when it's like almost the player's first touch. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he's been more
I'm a little bit sympathetic towards him.
He's fine. It's not his first time. He's not touched the first ball today.
But like in the game, like...
bet he had to take a touch to shoot. Ah! Oh!
What?
Keeper
Where was
got
the
fouled.
foul? I didn't think anyone was even near the keeper.
I thought it was Hoyland who went through, and I thought he could easily just slot that
I
near
just didn't
post.
think. I don't know. I
That's
had
not
that
foul,
feeling.
is it?
I had that feeling. He just,
That's not a
Wasn't
foul
even
at all.
our men. None of our men were on
No
him.
one even.
Do that
Maybe
all
was
the
like stood
time,
in
man.
front of him. That's just the goalie just gets it wrong and he gives a free kick.
That was their players.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't really think he was going to score. I don't know why. I was just
Garnacho? No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
He's off it though. In like even
That's
before,
what I'm getting at, he
even
doesn't
before the
seem-
links to moving away, there was the whole sort of criticism he was getting, and then Bruno came out after the game. Can you remember he didn't celebrate his goal, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
then
told
Bruno
him to
came out and
celebrate.
sort of said, you know, he feels like he can't celebrate at the moment. And then you have all this stuff about him leaving. He obviously his head's not in a good place. And also, you know, I thought he was going to do a nanny there, you know, sticking his foot out to control it.
I'm
And
not
also-
giving him any blighs for that.
No, not for that, not for that
But
particular
yeah.
one, but just him in general at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not right, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
there you
either.
go. They're helping him out though.
Oh, what a
that's
bad first
poor
touch. Who's
there,
that?
lad. It's Garnacho again, isn't it?
Bloody hell, what are you doing? You just like a karate kick. It's the wrong part of your foot.
Go on, Cobby.
How did you miscontrol
No,
that?
it's foul.
Come on. You just got to have better ability there. Because like coming up through the league, look at this. Coming up through the leagues, I'm
They've
saying
got a
like
fucking corner
they're
now.
the kind of unforced errors people make in the lower leagues, like League 2. Then you go to League 1, people don't do that. And then you go to Championship, it's not there at all, really.
Yeah.
And then you kind of score in 1 in 4 or something like that. And then you go Prem, it's just ridiculous, like 1 in 3, 1 in 2.
Yeah.
But this is them kind of controls, though, man. You don't do that. That's why teams in the lower leagues like put you under pressure, because they know you're going to control the ball like that, and they'll sting it off you. But in the Prem, they don't press you because they know your touch is good. They're not going to take it off you. It's like that's why we get pressed so much. Press them, they'll give you it.
Yeah.
Imagine when people say they'll give you it.
Looky there.
Got away with
They'll
that.
give you the ball back, boys. That's not
No, you don't want
Premiership
people
thinking.
saying that about you, do you? Is he offside? Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Yurko Alvarez, who's been a member for 4 months,
Brilliant.
says, not sharp today. You know what is sharp? The new lawnmower 5.0. I was using mine at my local Green King Sport. I've been arrested. How are we doing?
What?
Love that. What a great
We
chat.
can't bail you out just because you're using all of our sponsorship items all at once. We don't have any kind of legal recourse to get you out of jail, but
Sorry,
thank
mate.
you for doing all that. Cody Hayes says that's why you can't turn down 60 million for him.
Yeah.
Harsh,
70 mil. Let's take 70.
Is that your sort of?
I think it's about right.
benchmark?
It's about
What?
right. Because if Hoyland is
Oh.
70, he should also be 70, because he's got a similar kind of levels about him. Like, he's got some really good stuff, but some really stuff that you think, okay, is he ever going to get to that level we want? I don't know. It's the same feeling I have with Hoyland. Is he going to get to that? Look, why? You see what he did there?
Yeah.
He used his left foot there, and he's shown him the ball again. Use your right foot.
Yeah, he's turning in. He's got the defender on this side and he's using this foot.
Yeah,
Really,
why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? I know you're all 1 foot, but you've got to be able to use your other foot just to control the ball and get around your man.
Come on.
Because you see, the turn was really good.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he used his right foot to just round him, he would have like turned him, and the player would have been that side of him. Now he can run.
Yeah.
He used his body, but he's
GC.
Severe lack
Come
of
on,
confidence. Some of these players as well. They look like they just.
I wish I
Don't know,
just could
bereft
coach
of it.
him. I could just go and see him and just have a chat with him.
Go on, Joseph. what have you got
I'm
for
not
him?
going to read that.
Why?
It's
Is it rude?
not. It is. It's not like terrible, but it's just one of them. Like, it's a real kind of. Do you know when they're trying to write a character in like an American program who's like the old-fashioned guy who says stuff that's just on edge?
Yeah, yeah.
But he's saying it in a modern program, so it can never be truly offensive.
Yeah.
It's that kind of phrase.
All right. Okay.
But basically, hinting at the suggestion that regardless of his circumstances, Hoyland wouldn't be able to score.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So just
Let me say.
people can read it if they want.
What's a prostitute's picnic when it's
I've never
prostitute's
I've never
picnic.
heard of one of them before.
Hello? Is that a thing?
A
I
picnic.
don't think that is a thing.
It's a sunny day today. Let's go to the park.
Yeah. Oh, look. The prostitutes are having a picnic. Bless them.
Garnacho there. What's happened?
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that's late, that. That's a foul, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got his head, hasn't he?
It's a foul.
Yeah, it is a foul because he's not got the ball at all. Took the guy. Is that Theo Hernandez look?
Come on, United.
Beard shape up. Look a bit better already. Come on. Just got to get a goal now. Oh, nice.
There you go. Here we go.
Flick round the corner, go again. Sorry. That's what I want to see. That's the football I want to see. A little bit of imagination to your play. Make them not know what you're doing. Put the ball in then. There's a run. There's a run.
Yep.
Okay, good. That's nice.
Just keeping the ball, aren't we?
All right. Pop. Nice ball.
Good ball.
Oh,
Little touch.
there
little
you go,
stab.
Bruno. Little chop. Ball out wide. Give it to him.
It's a foul.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'll get back up and keep going. Play on. Give it to him. Out wide. Okay, don't then. Give him the ball. Just give him it. Let him play. He'll play with someone. There we go. 1-2.
That's good.
1-2. One more.
Can't quite get it. That's a
Lovely.
good tackle though.
Good
Now
press.
what?
Give him it. Put it in. Can we get the ball in now? Quality of the ball in. On the floor.
We do
too
struggle
low.
getting the ball in.
Don't shoot.
It's good.
Right. Now take him.
Go on, Ireland.
Okay.
Unlucky. But it feels nice for him to have a shot.
Yeah.
I know.
When was the last time we had an actual strike on goal like that?
I don't know, to be honest with
Long,
you.
Probably
long time
a couple of
ago.
Yeah, a
weeks
while
ago.
ago.
Yeah, worth an effort that. Even though it wasn't even.
It's like he's gone for
Oh,
a
it gets
shot
a bit
like
of
it's not
deflection,
really
doesn't
got much power.
I think it hit the guy's heel a little
Yeah, I
bit.
think it did. Still.
It's where you go to shoot, fake it onto your right, bang, go.
Look a little bit more energetic in the
Yeah,
final
we've
third.
like been in there final third a bit more, haven't we, this
Yeah.
half? Hey up.
Well, Rangers 2-0 up. They're on the same points, aren't they? They're on 14, aren't they? They can't move.
Yeah, they're still on 14 points, yeah.
Oh, he's been hurting his head now.
It's getting a bit more scrappy, physical in it now.
It is.
Right, let's see. It's not even a foul.
Not much of
It's
a foul,
good
is
header.
it? Yeah.
It's a good header.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh, that.
Got so high as well. Bloody hell.
It did.
High jump. CR7 jump.
Come on. Let's
Turn.
have a look at the Europa League table then as it stands. What we got? Look at that. She's a beauty, isn't she?
Where are we? Fifth.
Fucking yeah, we are.
Who's that for? Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
They're losing though.
Sausage in that.
And they're above us. Oh.
That's just fucking pure Europa, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Leon.
Bodo they're winning now.
Frankfurt.
Uh-oh.
Bodo glimpse.
We got to make sure we do not lose now.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
A draw should be fine. Have you been to Frankfurt, Jay?
No, I haven't.
I think it's just absolutely
What a bad.
dripping with sausage. It should be, shouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Hey.
If they've played their cards right, you shouldn't be able to move for Wiener in that place. Because that's what you're there for, innit? Let's be
Mate,
honest.
that's
Like
awful. Not what you said, that
Like
shot
that
from your man there. Yeah, you think so, wouldn't you? But
Yeah. But then again, I don't think Hamburg is.
No.
nah, it might just be like,
You don't get hamburgers
thing,
from
innit?
Hamburg.
do you know what I mean? You might have like, you know, a couple of factories and that, but that's it. There's nothing major going
Yeah.
on.
No, I need more than that.
Yeah.
I need there to just be like sausage casings just littering the streets.
Yeah, it's just like
you can't move through.
cobbled streets, but with sausages rather
like
than stones.
The floor's quite sort of
Fences made out of
gelatinous
sausage.
underfoot,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you look and it is just sausage meat.
Right.
Yeah, like some kind of Willy Wonka land.
Like beggars sat outside the shops just begging for sausage and that. Absolutely addicted to sausage. Alright, come on, man. Help me out. Just one sausage and that. Come on. Don't be on that.
That's what I want Frankfurt to be.
Yeah, that's what
I'm so annoyed because I know it
It'll
in.
just be like
Bruno, go on, son! Oh!
He's in a bar!
What a strike that was.
Christmas.
That was about 25 yards out as well.
Oh my
That was a
days.
really good
What a
shot.
strike.
He just got sick of this passing it around and then getting
I've
his
had
cross
enough.
blocked.
Go on, Bruno.
Come on, Ahmad. You get a goal.
Yes,
Put him in.
nod,
There we are.
touch.
Oh!
Yes, go!
There we go!
Theo, go,
Hello!
Good lad.
1-0.
Oh, there you go. He's even got his own signature celebration.
Do not do that, please.
Unreal.
Hey.
Well, I don't mind that.
Finally.
I don't
That's what
mind
we're
that.
saying, though. We
Bit
need-
of good football.
And I like that he's put it in from a yard out.
Yeah,
because it
exactly.
means that he's getting in those areas.
Yeah.
I like that. He's an option when we're crossing the ball, when we're actually playing the ball in.
Yes.
Diogo Dalot is going to be there for tap-ins occasionally. He needs to do more of that. That's really good.
Yes, and let's get that table on again.
Yeah.
Now we don't mind.
Look at that. Up to third. Look at that.
Where's my mate, Brett?
Look how close we are to the top. It's ridiculous.
Is he at the game?
Lovely.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
When do you text it now?
Nah, he is.
I'm
He
working.
goes to the game and that.
Jay's mate Brett's here.
Yes.
He texting him.
Yeah.
Just seeing you on how many messages do you think he'll get? Probably 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. Just seeing you on telly.
Got the
Lovely little cross from Mainu. Just in that.
Exactly where you want that corridor.
Yes. Brilliant. 1-0.
That's what we needed. A sweaty guys. Well done. Come on. More. We want more now. 2-1 we said?
Yeah, well, I said, oh my
to be
God, I've
2-0
just seen Mullen as well. They're all there. Sorry.
All your mates.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Pop it. Let's go.
Up to third. This is it. This is
Lovely.
unbelievable, isn't it?
United looking comfortable in Europa. We're going to win it. Oh, I should have said that.
+6
Come and get
goal
it.
difference and everything. Oof.
Actually,
When's the last time we had +6 goal difference in any league?
Never.
Probably about 4 years ago in the Premier League.
Yeah. After
Brilliant.
game 1, maybe.
Brilliant.
That game where we beat was it Cardiff, Rashi and all them guys. That's a while ago, isn't it? I was going to Solskjaer.
Hey.
Those are the days.
Who's that? When was that one Maguire scored? Was it Tranmere?
Yeah. That was 6-0, wasn't it? Great finish, that. 20-yard
What about when was the Southampton one? Was that
What, the
recent?
9-0?
That was
Yeah.
Solskjaer, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
9-0 when they went down to 10.
Yeah,
And then 9 went down to
They ended up
9.
with 9,
yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
Oh,
Come on, let's
Get it.
do him now.
Give
yeah,
me.
get another.
Go on, that's it.
Who's that?
Garnacho.
Garnacho thinking he can do little step overs.
Go on then.
Don't. That's a
a
foul,
foul.
no. Okay, give
Blame
him
it.
it.
No,
All right, one
Well
more.
done, Mainu.
One more. Yeah,
Kick's
one
probably
more.
better there, though.
Oh, one
Oh,
more.
my.
Oh.
Unlucky.
Get wide. Get it. Don't try and shoot. Just get it wide. Get it back again. You're going to have to get it back again. There's no one to pop it to. Let's go. Man on. There we go. I know you can't hear me, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Martinez just stepping up like he has been
better,
doing. Bruno,
boys. That's
little ball in
better.
behind. Garnacho. Oh, he's been there a lot, hasn't
Yeah.
Little
Shall
weasel.
we buy him?
he? Yeah, let's
Come
get
on.
him. Actually, maybe it wasn't him.
Oh,
It was someone else.
lucky. Not bad.
It's a bit of a hoof, that, innit? That's not. That's like that.
Is that a foul? What? Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck off.
Look at this. Oh my
Oh, he's in
days!
the battle, he's going to score.
Oh my days! Off the post.
Jesus.
Did that even go in?
No, it was crossbar.
Because it looked like
down.
it went down and
I
then
think
went
it just
out.
hit- I
but
think it just hit the line.
what a strike off the bar and not in. Oh my days! It looked like a massive swinger, innit? Like, but But if it's not said a goal yet, it would have been goal line technology,
so?
straight goal.
I assume so. I don't know if they do have that technology in this though.
Let's see,
I don't
because
know if is it just VAR or do they have the goal line Hawkeye stuff? He's offside there, the other guy. No,
I
definitely
no,
across the line, and he is
I didn't-
offside.
yeah.
I cannot believe he missed
fluffed
that.
these lines as well.
Yeah.
I just thought he was going to score now.
Yeah.
Easy
How
header.
easy was that though?
I know.
To be able to throw in and just get straight in, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Although
From in there,
it would have taken a miracle strike to go in, wouldn't it? It almost did.
Yeah, it's at the bar, innit? So
Yeah.
good strike.
Yeah, it was a really good strike. Well done,
Well
Colby.
done, Maynard.
Flick.
Put him in. Put him in.
Now,
Come
there
on,
you go.
Come
We've
on,
gotta
give
get
it to
a shot
Hoyland
right
this
here.
time. No, you can't give it to Hoyland. Put him in.
Square it.
Oh, wrong side, lad. Ah!
Just can't find each other, them two, can they?
No.
He was already moaning before he got
Yeah,
there.
Hoyland
Why are you
was
playing with the
like
ball?
already going mad.
Don't worry.
Good touch.
That's better.
Bit of energy though
We've
last
got a
few
bit
minutes,
about
isn't there?
us.
Actually, like getting through the lines
Yeah.
and playing it through and getting some space.
Ahmad's making the runs every
Relax a
time,
little.
no ball.
It's alright.
Looking for him. Just give the ball. Man on! Alright, let's keep it moving, boys. It's good. We're actually looking like we're trying to probe as well now. Finally. And get through. What are we doing on the floor?
Do you think we should be trying to get another J, or would you be just?
No, I think go looking
Why not?
quite
Why not?
lively.
Why
Go
not?
for it, man.
We
I think
look
there's
dangerous.
another goal in us here.
Yeah.
Go.
I think that'll
One
just
more.
kill it off a bit.
Give him it. Yeah, there we go. And who's
There you
wide?
Go on, Martinez.
Give
Go
him
on,
it
son.
now. Slot him
Go on,
in.
son.
Strike
Again,
it!
he's gonna hit it.
Oh, so many bodies. Go on, Garnacho.
Don't shoot. Yes, put it in now. Left foot. Oh, what a good ball. Not bad. I don't mind that. Taking him down the line, making me think that he was going to go inside as well. Good football, boys. That's what we needed, though. We need to have a few players that can just get beyond their man.
It's a great strike, that one. It.
My days.
Great strike. Hit the bar, underside of the bar, bounced on the line, back out.
United can get another if they want to.
Yeah.
We're good enough.
Substitution for FCSB.
Baluta.
Come on, United. Let's get another one, please. One more goal for us.
Yeah, that'll do it, won't it?
Nice 2-0 victory away from home in Bucharest.
Ricky Spanish with a comment, which is a good one. Does the position United finish in the top 8 have any bearing on who we draw in the next round? Yes. I believe the team that finishes first faces the lowest ranking team that wins the next round of qualifiers.
Okay.
Second faces the second lowest, third the third lowest, fourth lowest, etc. I believe that's the case.
Right.
So United would face theoretically a team that's struggled more in this round than not
Like the middle
if we
ones,
finish higher
maybe.
up. Yeah. So yeah, I think it does well like that.
Ones, yeah.
Like that's your prize for finishing first, for instance. In Lazio's case, you get to play the worst team that qualify from that qualifying bracket.
So, but wait a minute. In that last lot of teams, is it the top of that playing the bottom one?
Yeah.
But then what if that top one wins that bottom one? That means they're not the worst, are they?
No, but so I think it's top plays bottom, middle plays middle, and then after you get the winners out of them, the lowest ranking one plays first. I think. Let me actually just double get the exact ruling on this.
Yeah, that would make sense because it'll be fair for the team that won it or come highest.
It is ridiculously confusing now, though, isn't it? Let's get all this up. So
makes sense.
It says.
Good ball.
That's not what we wanted, is it? That doesn't have new format explained. That's
Go. Okay. Come on, let's make something of it.
That's just a
put it back
graphic
post.
that doesn't have any information.
Finish it! Yes! Made
Completely missed that because I was looking for the new format.
That'll do.
That's what we
want to see. Kobe Mainu.
Let's get Hoyland on the score sheet as well today, please. Let's just give him a little present.
Garnacho, I'm hoping you give him a present at some point. Deserved, boys.
Let's have a look at this then.
Deserved. That's all we wanted. A few of the boys to come on, make the whole difference.
Who do you know out of them?
Manu.
I was looking
There
there.
must have been someone.
Yeah, I couldn't say the second time I could see someone right at the front. More than me, mate.
So Dallo gives the ball away on purpose so he can win it back. Then Manu out to Garnacho.
And a little pullback.
That little square
Sweaty.
pass, and this time Manu keeps it on the floor and just side foots it in. But that ball in behind, cut back to the penalty spot, shot.
Sweaty all
We've
day
done
long.
that half a dozen times in the game so
Yeah.
far. It's been a repeated thing that clearly Amorim's been working on,
It's good.
and it works. It works.
City do it every game.
They do it all the time. Yeah, really good. 2-0. Hopefully that should be game over now.
It's game over.
You would assume, wouldn't you?
We are firmly in position now to go through to the next round. We can't go any higher than third, can we? Can we get
I
to
think
second?
we can go second. Yeah, theoretically, if
they lose,
if
but they're
Bilbao
not
were to
losing,
lose, or no, actually, even
They're
if they were
winning.
just to draw, we could go second. Because
Oh yeah, they'll be on 17, wouldn't they?
Right. Who would Man United play in the next round? So this was when we were fourth. So let's assume we're still fourth because it doesn't really matter. If they stayed fourth at the end of the league phase, they would face the winners of the playoff phase, having
Casemiro
involved
coming on, by the way.
teams placed 13th, 14th, 19th, and 20th.
What? What was that?
Tottenham are winning.
I don't even know.
Ooh.
It's just absolute
That
nonsense, isn't
doesn't
it?
make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. I don't know how it works.
If we were fourth, we'd play the 13th, 14th, 19th, and 20th.
So I
Okay.
guess that's who's playing each other.
13th for playing 14th, and 19th for playing 20th.
No, I think.
Go on.
I don't even know.
Go on.
But yes, it does. It
Get
does.
into it.
does
Play him
affect it.
early, man! Ah, okay, that's fine. One more.
There you go. Square it. That's a
Oh.
Corner.
Nice little play in there, Manu. He's going to have to come off now. We don't want him hurt for the weekend.
Wonder if that's who Casemiro's coming on for.
Match day -0.
Martinez for Euro.
Martinez for Euro. No, let's take off Ligt because he's one of them players.
I
that
know. I
needs
thought
to-
that was what he was doing. Martinez for Euro. So.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, that's what his number put
Oh, it
up.
says it up
He's
there.
come up.
Casemiro
And it's
for
Eriksen.
Eriksen. I like to see Casemiro come back on. I like him, but not obviously legs. I don't like his legs. I like him. What he does when we're on the attack, he'll be all right. Might score a goal.
Yeah, if we can keep the ball like we have been, we should be able to see something good out of Casemiro.
Yeah,
We've got 20 minutes to go.
he's a good player like that. When it comes to that stuff, it's good. He hasn't been that good this season with it. The stuff you expect him to be good at, he's been rubbish at that too. To be fair,
Yeah.
but I know he's got it in him. You can't just lose that.
Corner in.
You just
Go
can't.
on, lad.
It's actually one of the better games we've played.
No,
it's actually one of the better
shite.
football we've played. The movement and the trying to get in the behind and stuff, probably the best we've looked.
Like you were saying, if you want Ireland to get a goal, man, he could do the goal.
Yeah. He's getting mad at something. Guys, come on. Get 4. Get 3 first.
I can't work out exactly who's playing who in the Europa, but the higher you finish, the worse team you get theoretically in the next round. The specifics of that seem undefinable.
How does it? What is the next round then?
What?
Is it like what after this? What? How?
So after this, teams 8 to 24 will play each other,
Yep.
and then we will face one of those teams
In the
in the round of 16.
16.
next
Thank
round
you.
after
Sorry,
that.
that's what I meant. Like,
Yeah, sorry,
what
yeah.
state? I should have did explain
We
it.
miss
very
a
well.
round.
Round
Right,
of 16.
so then we're in like round of 16, and then
and then it's quarterfinals after that.
woohoo, dizzy heights, eh? And then planes booked. Where's the final?
So it goes down.
Should know.
to
Should have
eight-
booked it already.
8 teams. Then 4.
I think I've looked this up already. Yeah, it's in Bilbao, Spain.
We haven't it or what? I mean, we're
So
practically
Athletic
there, aren't we?
Is it
Let's have
Athletic
it
Club? That.
Yeah, they're in it. Obviously, they're
that's
the team that we were
will
talking
probably
about
be
before.
up there. Yeah,
So they'll be wanting a home final. Go on,
that's not a
Lenny.
foul.
Get up, you
Right,
dickhead.
back keeper. All right, don't then. Just forget that. No. Oh, okay. Do
It's
it.
all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yes. That's a little kick, actually.
Oh, who's that?
Go on. Don't worry about him. He'll be all right.
Who's that?
That.
Garnacho?
Who is it? Garnacho.
Yeah.
He's been down half the time he's been on the pitch, hasn't he?
Bloody hell, Garnacho. Come on, man.
I don't know what's up with him.
Did he hurt something?
Oh, I don't know.
No, we don't need him hurt.
No.
Whatever happens, don't hurt us. Oh, he stepped
dead
on his foot.
leg.
It's not too bad.
I think it's a knee,
I think he stepped on his
isn't it?
foot. There.
Oh, is it?
Got his foot. He's alright.
I thought he got a dead leg, but yeah, he'll be fine.
Alright, lad.
Yeah, he's alright.
Tune it up.
Do you know when you're playing football, and do you have the bottle? Is it just
Drink
water
bottle.
in that, or is there anything good in it? Do you ever get
Depends,
any
innit?
cola in that? Because whenever I see it, and I just think, surely they're not just having water. Surely there's got to be some like salts or powders or milk or something.
Milk.
Something good.
No, it's either water or like Powerade or something. We used to have Powerade bottles with a bit of Powerade and stuff.
Love that.
But most of the time it's water. You know, like you get the sachets that you can put in the water and it becomes Powerade. You know?
Oh, so not like pre-made liquid?
No. Because you just have the bottles like this, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Is that why you're still on the Powerades now?
I love it, yeah.
You
We used to have
you got a
loads
taste
of
for it?
bottles of this, like in the rooms, like in the kit man's room, like loads of them. So I used to just like take the crates home.
I like the blue Powerade.
So nice.
Do you like it, Jay? I can't
I never really haven't. I'm not really into
Have you
it.
had it? Did
So
you?
I can't
refreshing.
recall. I don't remember having it. I might have to.
It's got a weird flavour actually.
Has it?
It doesn't taste
It
like
doesn't
anything
appeal
else.
to me.
It's
but-
not got a flavour. It's Powerade flavour.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Well done.
Nice though.
Again, Mainu.
When it's proper cold,
Yeah. It's
Go on, round the outside there, lad.
serious, and you've been playing football,
Yeah.
even better.
Big game that. You'll be watching, won't you, Jay?
Milan Derby.
Yeah.
Never miss it.
Just reminds me of R9. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Milan Inter. When he was at Milan and when he was at Inter.
Oh,
What a player. So what is the most star-studded team ever? Is it that Milan side, yeah? Or is it like the Real Madrid Galacticos one?
I think it's Real Madrid 2008 when they still
They
no.
destroyed United?
No, I think
Free-
no,
they
sorry,
went free-
2000 and I think it might be the one. Do you know when Ronaldo first arrived? And
R9?
also- No, when Cristiano did.
Oh.
Nah,
Because
You think that's better than the Zidane, Figo,
Because,
Guti?
yeah, maybe
who
not.
was up
Let me have
front
a
with
look.
them? Ronaldo.
But it didn't amount to much. But it had like. Let me have a look.
Not the number. I'm talking about like looking at the players. Like
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos. Like it's just stupid if players like it's just
the
ridiculous.
Galacticos.
Ridiculous. Zidane.
Hey,
oh.
there's a streak, not a streaker. There's someone's on the pitch. Pitch invader.
One of your mates.
Yeah, is it one of my mates? I don't know. Looks
I
a bit,
think it
you
goes-
looks a bit young to be one of my mates. There's about 12.
Which one are you thinking of?
It probably is that one with Ronaldo in it and Zidane and that. But this one
Go on.
had Gonzalo Higuain, Xabi Alonso. It had Kaká,
Oh,
Ronaldo,
oh,
Karim Benzema, Raul, Sergio Ramos,
Raul was there.
Casillas.
Oh.
It's not bad, is it? And
alright,
it goes under the radar because they didn't win a lot.
What
when-
about that?
And also,
Zidane
Kaká never quite did it there.
team? Yeah.
But it probably is the one you're talking like. What's this? 2003.
2003, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a
that's the
team
one when
that
he beat us in it at
yeah,
Old
destroying
Trafford.
us.
Yeah, we see him
R9.
there. And it's we got Carlos, Makelele, Figo, Beckham, Zidane, Ronaldo, Raul. It probably is that one.
That
Isn't
team
it?
serious?
It probably is that one.
That team is too serious.
Did you hear what he did with Carlos Queiroz? He got to Madrid and he'd sold Makelele when he got there. Like he got there and it's like Makelele's leaving. He's like, what? We sold him at Chelsea.
And it
Go
was
in.
absolutely unbelievable.
Come on, we got to score now. Put him in. Come
And
on,
again, overlap,
get a
overlap.
shot off.
Oh, it's a bit late. That I think.
Too soft. You got to get there with that pass.
Yeah.
Why did he pass it to him so softly? It's just not enough on it there, is it? Where you need it to be a nice pass.
That obviously it wasn't assembled in the same way, but that
Avengers
2002
assembled.
Brazil side was pretty
Oh
incredible
my
as well.
gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh
What
my
a team
gosh.
that was.
Oh!
I mean, the front line.
Come on, score!
Rivaldo,
Go on, lad.
Oh,
Rivaldo,
no.
Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
That is just the best you can
What
get.
are you doing? What
This
are you
is
doing
the
against
best,
that?
like, you
I remember
can't
I was
touch
watching
it.
some highlights of that tournament.
Can't touch it. And
That's
Kaká
the-
behind.
Yeah, that's the last
Yeah,
side I've watched where it was like
Ridiculous.
beautiful
football.
to
Yeah.
watch him on it. It was like faking it, rolling the ball back, step over,
Yeah.
back heels. Like it was like they were just taking the piss.
And
But
then
just
Neymar was with him as well, wasn't he?
Nah,
No,
not
not yet.
in
Not
2002. No, it was like saying Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. Now, Neymar, when he came through, he was at the 2010 World Cup. I think was his first World Cup. And
but
they had a
Ronaldinho, Kaká,
team.
them other guys were still there. I remember watching all these highlight stuff of him playing on the pitch with Dino.
Not in a World Cup.
What was it then? Was it
I'm sure Neymar's first World Cup 2010 when he had like Oscar and Fred and David Luiz.
He was playing with Dino. I don't know what.
Maybe
that was
Ronaldinho. Yeah, he played with Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but I don't think not in a World Cup.
Did he not? Okay, I'll have to have a look.
But that 2002 side had Cafu, Lucio.
Yeah, he made his debut for Brazil in 2010.
Okay.
So he won't have played with that team. Because I remember the thing with Neymar is, because I was in Brazil when that World Cup was happening, and that team was pretty bad.
Oh,
he
bad.
was the one that got beat 7-1 off Germany. Do you remember?
Yeah.
But he
is
was
that
the
when
star.
he first come through then?
And he got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that was like
big
the
time
whole
injury.
country was in like fucking meltdown because it was
Yeah.
like they knew the chances were gone. It was like they were so reliant on him.
So who is it? Lucio.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? What's that? Junior Baiano. Was he there?
It was Cafu.
Yeah.
Cafu
Lucio,
was sick.
Roberto Carlos,
Haaland coming off, you know.
Silva,
Oh yeah.
Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. Crazy.
He's one of my favourites.
Kaká.
You know.
You're
Rivaldo
missing the
as well.
main man.
Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, sorry, Kleberson.
Thank you. Remember when Luis Scolari said he was my most important player and we bought him?
Yeah,
Have a fucking word with yourself.
Dida as well, yeah.
Anderson
Polga.
Kleberson, Junior Baiano. Is that Junior Baiano down there? Centre defender.
Who was the one that
Junior
who was the
Baiano,
one that went to Leeds, Joe? Was it Rocky Junior?
Not sure.
Was he there?
Then they had. What about Adriano?
Yeah.
Oh man,
He was ridiculous as well.
Yeah, it was Joe.
Adriano.
Rocky Junior. Do you remember? And he was like abysmal.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Rocky Junior. He went to Leeds and he was shocking.
Good football, boys. What touch stuff.
Go on,
Put him in.
Garnacho.
Put everybody in.
Nice.
Okay,
Yo,
now
that's a
go.
good ball, that.
No.
Go on, Ahmad.
No one's coming towards him.
One more.
No one's
That's
coming
not bad
towards him at
football.
all, though. We've just
But the
got
link
4
up,
players
yeah.
just stood waiting for
Yeah.
the ball to arrive. Like
Put it in here.
The runs weren't there really.
There wasn't any yet.
This has been an outstanding European campaign, isn't it, by the Reds, when you think about it, Joe?
It's been tremendous.
One of the best.
Eh?
One of the greats.
Is it 4 wins and 3 draws or something?
Fuck, you wish. 5 wins and 3 draws.
Fucking hell.
This is up there with the group of death in '99.
This is. Hey.
Because obviously, yeah, it had Barcelona and Bayern Munich.
We only beat Bromby. Do you know what I mean, in that group?
We're going to score. We're going to get a third. Bang! No chance from Masraoui.
Fucking hell.
Sorry.
Let the overlap. Okay,
Go on,
put it in.
Bruno.
Why? You haven't even got that outside the foot pass. have you?
Might have.
Play it. Get it in
Try
there.
it.
Just get it in there.
Get a
What
bit
are you
Go on,
doing there?
Delete.
Whip
Go
him.
on.
Look at him.
Skin him. You shit.
Right, just play the ball.
That's it. Hold him off.
Finish.
There
Just
you
stop.
go.
Look at that.
Fuck off.
Just get on with it.
Go on, Bruno. have a
Out
dig.
wide. There you go.
There we go.
Go on.
Good.
Maynard.
Man like
Good
Cobby.
strength there.
What?
Oh, it's a
Lucky
corner,
that
mate.
got a deflection there, Zirk's in it, because that was going straight out for a goal kick.
I think he's waiting for that little run again, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's good one-touch football we're playing now. We're actually playing good stuff.
Yeah, we look alright, don't we?
I know they're not the best team now, but at least we're doing what we need to do. We actually look like we're going to do well. Score, get a chance, create something.
Yeah. Corner to United.
Build him
Ahmad
up.
whips it in.
Good ball! Oh,
God,
how?
Zirkzee.
Why?
You
Come
got to
on.
do better there.
Come on, Zirks. That's a chance for you to score that.
Really, that's got to hit the target, hasn't it?
Yeah. Good ball,
when you
6
think-
yards out, bang, goal.
I think
Just
he's.
a little touch. That's all you got to
Yeah,
do.
just
like,
glance
it's not
it.
hard.
I don't.
It's
I
one
don't
of the
feel like
easiest things you
people
can
know
ever
how to head
do.
the ball
Yeah,
anymore.
they don't practice though.
No.
This is the problem. How you don't know how to head the ball? Oh
shit.
no!
They're in here. Good block by Bayendir there.
Bloody
Decent
hell,
little
boys.
chance there though for
Baluta.
FC. SB. Should say SB really, not FC, because everyone's FC.
SBFC.
FC United of Manchester.
FC. SB.
Exactly.
So what are they? What's that actually mean?
Well, it was Stal
Football club.
Bucharest, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
there's
But
a,
now
bit
Oh,
of
Stal
a, there's a bit of a debate,
Football
not a
club
bit
Stal
dispute,
Bucharest.
yeah. Like, who's the real Stal Bucharest and all that.
I'm gonna go Nacho. Run the pitch.
Go on, lad.
Oh,
That's a
fuck
foul,
off.
isn't it?
fuck.
That's one of the worst shots.
As that ball goes out into insignificance, we're going to do a little table watch.
Oh, for a throw-in.
The current standings there. Tottenham pulling back into 4th place with a couple of goals. Frankfurt, sorry lads, the sausage lovers down to 5th there, and United up to remain in 3rd.
Tottenham same as us.
There you go. Rangers up now into the top 8. That's good for them. Bodo and or Glimt down to 9th.
2-0.
My
Spurs. Did you just say that? Sorry.
Told you the other day, didn't I? I had a taxi driver in Greece who spotted on Olympiacos. He'll be very happy today.
Good stuff.
2-0 up to 7th.
Lay it off.
Good.
Come on. Good. Right, pop it one more. And out. Go Nacho, it's in. Slide him down the line. There we go.
That's a nice little pass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, come on.
Really.
You got to
look the wrong way for it.
He thought he was through.
Yeah,
no one to beat. Right, let's go, boys.
Come on. It's getting a bit stretched now.
Yeah,
I feel
let's
like
go.
We should get another goal here. We should.
Cobby.
Yeah, give him it in time.
Because there's space and there's time a lot.
Take him.
Edge.
Cut in. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, nearly.
Unlucky.
I don't mind that.
Is Bruno still on?
Yeah.
Just don't get arrested, does he, Bruno?
No. He doesn't want to rest.
What's up with what's going on with him? How does he do this?
He's too fit. He's one of them guys that there's players like that, like Jimmy Bullard, that just never get injured and just run and run.
It's weird, isn't it?
And break the bleep test and stuff. Like just run to the end of bleep test. Imagine that. Oh, it's finished. Oh yeah, it's finished. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. Like how the hell is he that fit? I don't get it. But certain players are like that.
It's weird, isn't it? And that is just a genetic thing, isn't it? That's
it's genetics for sure.
Built like that.
Because there's players who just get injured all day long.
You can't learn to be like Bruno.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Because if you could, scientists would get paid like coaches and staff.
Yeah, it's mad.
If Paul Pogba could have Bruno's fitness, or Paul Pogba would be a bad example. Just because we're talking about
he's a great example because he needs to have an engine.
Yeah,
and that's what really kills him.
And not getting injured ever.
Yeah,
it's absolutely absurd. I don't think I can't really think of anyone else like it in a United shirt personally. No one really springs to mind as like
getting injured all the time.
We'll never get injured like Bruno.
Oh,
like just what is it like? 250 odd games he's played for United.
When
he's been injured for like one of them.
When Irwin was on the overlap, they were talking about it because I think he had one short spell he was out for.
He was ill. He was only just ill.
No, Dennis Irwin said, he said like on the overlap. He
said,
like,
Irwin.
Yeah, he said because I think they were all saying like you never got injured, you played all the time, and he said like until he was like 35, 36. Well, yeah, I mean that's different, isn't it? But he said he had one injury, I think, kept him out for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever.
So and that's like that's a good comparison.
And then that was it. He said like
when was that? Nearly 30 years ago. 25 years.
Because they were all chatting about it. They were just saying like he was always available, he was always fit. And if you look, going back to what you were saying about the amount of games you used to play, if you go back to that 93-94 season, like Irwin, Bruce, Pallister, Parker,
week in, week out,
all played like 60 games because we got to the final of the League Cup, won the FA Cup, and obviously the league. I think there was more games in the league as well, and there was like 44 games in the league or whatever it was, 42 games in the league, sorry. And they all played like 58, 57 games. It's mental. Like,
it's normal.
Did they just play every game?
Yeah, basically. Just same back four every game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Same back five even.
Well.
Like, no Messi, just like Fergie just stuck with that for every game.
That's crazy, isn't it? Go on.
And this 60-30.
Yeah, nice. Now what?
No, you kind of went the wrong way there.
That's alright. You couldn't go the other way.
Well done. Win that.
Put him in. Oh, ref! That's a foul. Give him it anyway.
That's a yellow, that. Lucky he didn't catch him there.
He was trying to put Ahmad in there.
He was.
We're getting use of our players. Well done, boys. I didn't see.
He jumps into that. If he doesn't,
why is he?
If he don't get the ball there, that's a red. That obviously he does, and it's still a yellow anyway. But he leaves the ground and jumps in there.
Dangerous playing it. That's what it is.
Yeah. Luckily he does get the ball, so it's all right. But I think we were looking before and. We said in the preview, didn't we? FCSB have had twice as many yellow cards as United.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. I forgot that. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
They love a yellow card. Damn lot.
Yeah, there are a couple of reds as well. Just getting stuck in every week. Good crowd, look.
I don't mind that. That's what the team should be doing.
Like Glastonbury with the flags.
Getting stuck in. Oh, he's open.
Score!
Goal! Oh! Oh my days! Oh, nice little flick though. Nice little try.
I was certain that was in.
I thought, yes, how good is that?
Well done, sprinting back there.
How's your touch?
Annoyingly though.
Well done, Bruno. Well
Bruno's been
done,
doing
man.
really well, you know.
What an engine, what a
Linking
guy.
up all the play recently, and all his balls have been good.
Yeah, they are.
Right, what are you gonna do? How's your touch? What are you gonna do? Can you create something?
I don't want to.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Nice.
Love it!
Bruno.
Dink!
Oh, what is this? How is that not going in? He deserved a goal as well there because he
That's
just
good
ran
play,
back,
yeah.
tackled the other guy on our 18-yard line basically.
Puts him in,
and now
gets it
he's
that.
having a shot from 5 yards out. That's unlucky there.
Pulling the string second half. To be fair.
He deserves a goal. It's a great
Good
pass
run,
as well.
and that's all you need from Garnacho now. Just continue making runs, lad. You're a winger, really, aren't you? You're just doing winger play.
I like though that he's looking for the passes more.
Yeah, he's got more.
And Bruno
about
really. If that's 2020
to
Bruno.
curl that.
2021
He didn't.
Bruno,
He
it's a
tried
goal.
to curl it, didn't he? He tried to get that little dink curl on it. So
Yeah.
he did try the right thing. Just didn't get enough time to keep it come out.
It's been
quickly.
comfortable in the end, this, hasn't it?
Yes, our ball. Oh,
Come on. Yeah, as the game's gone on, we've pulled away slowly over the game.
We're the better side for sure.
Yeah, comfortably.
Definitely look like the best side second half. It's been a nice, comfortable second half. Actually, it's been enjoyable to watch. I've been actually enjoying this second half.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that green light. Green light.
Corner to FCSB.
Not long left, is there? I wanted to carry on. It's been a while since I've wanted the game to carry on. No!
Oh, good save by India there.
Oh my days.
Another set piece where the opposition just wins a free header.
Man,
Come
on! Let's go!
Go on.
Take it! Ah!
Good goalkeeping.
But if he dived into it, what would happen?
Die.
He'd be hurt. He'd probably
You might get your neck kicked off.
Ref,
Oh, brilliant
put
from
it in.
Bruno.
Put it in back post. One more. Who's on to lay off to?
That's a
Why
foul.
lay it to him then?
There should be
Come
a
on,
booking
Ahmad.
that. Who was
Surely
that on Bruno?
Ahmad take this one this time. Ahmad is so
it is a
close to the
booking.
goal. Take it.
Go on.
That's a good goal. Good save.
Just gets that glance in.
save.
See, if Xerxes had done a similar header to that, he'd have scored.
Yeah, he would have scored. That's what I mean. Just get it on target.
Yeah, little glancer.
Come on, Ahmad, take it.
This is right on the edge.
Give it to Ahmad, man. Forget you, Bruno, from there.
I'd like to see
It's on the
Ahmad
wrong
take
side.
it.
It's not even your side, lad.
Let Martinez have
He
the
did,
last one.
didn't he?
Yeah,
On
but
the
that's
left
not for
foot.
you, man. It's on the wrong side.
Definitely a foul, by the way. Just pulling his shirt all over the place.
Give it to Ahmad. Let him just score, and we can go home. 3-0 victory. Yes, Ahmad, take it. Don't even let Bruno mess about on that side of the field. Don't touch the ball.
No, it's Bruno's having it, isn't it?
Ahmad, don't mess about. You pick up the ball and change the move. Change the ball angled for you. Put the valve in the right place. Come on. Don't tell me Bruno's going to take it and just kick it at the wall.
I don't know. Ahmad looks... Oh, there you go.
Fucking dumb, man.
Oh well.
Exactly what you said. Bruno took it and kicked it straight at the wall.
Why? Why do we have this?
He's only scored like 3 free kicks since he's
I
been
mean,
United, and he's
what's
not...
the point?
He's
I'm
not
the
like
free kick
prolific
taker.
with
I
it.
am. I'll hit the wall. Don't worry about it.
How many has he scored, actually? It's
He
not
won.
many more than 3.
He scored 2.
He scored 1 in the
5
against
years.
Liverpool during the FA Cup.
And on the wrong side as well. It's not even his side. You're trying to take it. You're not Ronaldo.
Oh, great. The Google AI overview. Bruno Fernandes, a Portuguese midfielder for Man United, has scored at least 1 free kick. Cheers. Cheers,
least.
AI.
Oh, that's a
it.
mill with a
Game
header.
over. Game over. Oh, 4 minutes.
He scored 1 in the Premier League, 1 in the FA Cup.
It's fucking mental, man.
It's 2. That's it. 5 years.
Oh, I think he's got 10 in his club career. There you go. No one really has many though, do they?
Beckham does.
Beckham's still got the record.
Ridiculous amounts of goals. And that player who's at Southampton, who was at
Ward
Southampton,
Prowse.
he's at West Brom, yeah. West Brom, West Ham. Ward Prowse.
He went to West Ham, didn't he? I don't know if he's what he's doing now.
Not really done anything.
Still Beckham, but it's still only 18. I know that's
Is
a
it?
lot,
Yes.
but like, and he didn't. He only played in the Premier League for what was it
4
like?
years?
what was it, 8
5
years?
Oh. That's good, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's still
18.
good.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, no one's ever scored, like, 8,
Juninho
9
numbers.
a season. It just-
No,
it
that's
just
a lot,
can't
isn't it?
happen.
That's a lot. To even get that,
Yeah.
To be able to score that amount, you've got to like score like with 50% ratio or something.
Yeah. But if you get 2 free kicks a season, you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Go on, man on.
Come on, we're playing one touch
one
stuff.
last-
Give
one
him
last
it.
chance, one last
There we
chance.
go. Come on.
Come on now, pull it back. Xerxes on.
Don't play it. One back.
Through.
Oh, why so wide? Across goal again now.
Ooh,
No, get up, Bruno. Come
Get a
on.
penalty for that.
Stupid. Get up, man.
There's now on with you.
Come on.
Literally.
Bloody hell. Oh, I'm
Full
dying.
Go on,
I'm
get on with
dying.
it.
I'm dying. That's a free kick.
Go on, keep going, lad. Forget it.
One more.
Brilliant.
Go on.
Right,
he got
please,
through
take
all
him.
that?
Take him. Step over. Onto your left, man.
Corner. The goalie just... Alright, this will be the last action, I believe.
Yeah,
Bruno.
Bruno.
Once he gets his jaw put back together, he'll be alright.
Oh, it's over.
Could have killed him.
Yeah, to be fair, it's
think he
definitely
did.
straight red. Nah, yeah. Definitely straight red.
That's crying out for the platoon music, that, isn't it? Come on. Do you know what I mean? Oh.
Come on, man. Let's get the
proper
third
sniper.
from a corner.
What is this poor?
Here we go. Bit of whippance.
Oh, good power though. He's now been hurt.
Ooh, is he alright?
He's fine.
Get up. The game's over, man. Let's just get to the end.
Who even headed that?
That was
Delitz,
him.
I think.
Delitz,
Was it?
Yeah.
It looked like it was like between them both. I couldn't tell who did it.
It's a good power header though. Come on, ref, blow.
Oh, come on, ref. Just
It's
get
over.
rid.
Don't be giving yellow cards. Let's go. It's over. Yeah, it's over. Kick it.
Go on.
Right, thank you.
Hey, there we
you
go.
go.
There we go. Manchester United 2, FCSB 0.
Good football.
Through to the round of 16. None of this extra 2-game qualifying nonsense. Get a couple of weeks off actually, a couple of games off for Man United,
Nice.
which is something
Bit of a
that
breather.
Ruben Amorim will be looking forward to. I don't think we can have the full-time table, but let's have a look, Ethan, as it stands right now. United in third. Can still be some changes there, but by the looks of it, that's pretty much set. So
Yeah, most
there
teams
you
have
go.
finished down.
Yeah, I think only Rangers down there are going to change to United, finishing third in the Europa League. Not bad after those first 3 draws, AJ.
Take that. You can't moan for the sake of moaning. Like, you know, what is it? 5 wins and 3 draws.
Yeah.
That's decent. That obviously it's not been the most exciting campaign so far, but we've done what we needed to do. And I thought tonight in that second half was probably one of our better performances.
Yeah.
Looked pretty comfortable. Some couple of decent goals, especially in that final third. Started to put some passes together. Got another pitch invader here who's just getting rugby tackled by the ground staff as he's desperately trying to get a selfie with Casemiro. It's all happening. But yeah, through to the next round. And look, this is Champions League football next season. This is it. We ain't going to get 4th.
No.
So
I think that this might be European football generally.
good point. Yeah, European football is winning this competition.
Yeah.
And what are we now in the last 16? So you look at the teams that are in it. United are capable of winning this competition. We definitely are. Whether we do or not remains to be seen. But yeah, it's a positive night, man.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
JB says Mainu is mint. He was good today.
Yeah, he was.
He was good throughout the whole game as well, which is important because he can dip a little bit, but he didn't tonight. Ben Huddad says, what's your favourite United team that didn't win anything?
They didn't win anything.
I think the 2021 United side, that undefeated away from home Solskjaer team, that's definitely for me.
Yeah, it was a good team.
Definitely.
Yeah. Really good side. That was
Really good
that was
side.
more
It was
goals
fun
than
to watch. Loads of goals.
than Liverpool and City for the season. Yeah,
And I loved the manager, players that I liked.
Yeah.
You got us like there's not
That's
many teams that haven't won anything at United. Like you think
that's true.
Fergie's teams from 90 onwards won something. So
Did Veron win a league title?
Veron,
Yeah, I
in
think he won
2003.
one. Yeah.
He was part of that. Him and Barthez
Yeah.
and Rude, I think, all won.
Very
the
few
title.
players came to United and didn't win
Yeah,
out.
so like for not winning anything, I agree with you. I think that team, because every United team I've known has won something other than that one, which was a very good team.
It was a very good team. And Anthony Bittar says Ghana deserves 2 assists. We can't sell, must keep. Right,
He's done well. He shouldn't be sold if we're not going to get anyone anyway. That's for sure. We need him for the rest of the season. Otherwise, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
He seemed to grow into the game, didn't he, Ghana? Actually?
Yeah, he did.
He missed that first chance. And he thought, it's going to run over. But he wanted the ball. He seemed to get a little bit better as he went on. Yeah,
this is what I mean.
My only
dangerous though.
Yeah, my only grumble tonight, not grumble, but I would have liked to have seen Hoyland get a goal.
Yeah,
I think he
that was the one
needs
for
a
me.
goal.
I predicted that in the preview. I wanted that.
I just, you know what I mean? And there was a few chances there. Obviously, he got subbed, but it would have been good to see him getting a goal.
Yeah, definitely.
But look, he's 2-0 away from home, third in the group. Well, you know, going through, you can't moan, can you? Especially like you say, Joe. Early doors in this competition look like we're going to make hard work of it.
Absolutely.
You know
After 3 games, 3 points.
We don't even go anywhere in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we've
turned it around, to be fair.
Right, thank you very much for joining us. United, there you go, qualifying in 3rd place into the next round of the Europa League. We'll be back for the full post-match review, looking ahead at what exactly will come next for Manchester United as well. So stick around for that. Stay where you are. We'll go through the game tonight and the sort of competition as a whole. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Jay, for coming on as always. Thank you for joining us at home. Manchester United through to the next round, the round of 16 in the Europa League. It doesn't get better than this, does it? I mean, not these days, it doesn't anyway.
Not for us.